What's up? What's up?
Got the voice, you good?
Yeah.
Sound like you ain't got your voice.
Okay.
Out here getting to it. What up, what up, what up, what up, world, what up, world? It's your boy and your girl. Welcome to Blues House Live. This is your homeboy Blue.
And
That
your
is
girl Mika G in the place to be.
that's right, that's right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring, man. Sharing is caring. Let your people know about your people. You know what I'm talking about? What's good, Mika?
That-
Nothing. Then you hold on. You know what? This I think it last when was your birthday just passed, right?
no.
No,
My
I thought
birthday's in
that
June.
in June. Oh, I'm tripping. Never mind.
No, I was just celebrating this chapter in my life. I know a lot of people was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know your birthday was today," and I'm like, "It's not today. I'm just
Hmm.
embracing chapter 41 because it's been amazing so far."
Okay. Okay. Ain't
So
nothing wrong with that. Loving yourself. Nothing
yes,
wrong
self
with
love is
loving
the
yourself.
best love.
That's right. That is right. I gotta learn how to do that, man. Gotta learn how to do
It's not hard.
What's good though? How you been?
Good. How about you?
I've been chilling, man. Just trying to learn these lines for this play, man. That's
Talking about learning lines. Okay, look.
uh-oh. What you got? What you lines you learning?
I already told y'all I
I
got
know, but wait, I need to know
this.
some more. Come on now. Talk to me.
So I don't want to give too much away. Well, I could. I mean, no, I don't want to give too much away.
Don't
But
give it give it too much.
I wrote a skit with my
Mm.
friend who lives in Orlando who has his own production company, and he was like, we're trying to get into doing, we're trying to do more than just show that we can film skate stuff. And I was like, okay, I feel you on that. And so he was like, we're trying to come up with these skits, and he had saw me in my purge costume because I'm
Hmm.
getting into cosplay again, and he was like, yo, you'd have been perfect for this purge skit. And I was like, it's cool. And so we sat down and one night we wrote a whole script
Right.
for a skit, and he wants me to star in it. Now, bad part is they all the way in Tampa.
Come on down.
So I have to come down to Tampa to film my parts in October. So I'm just gonna kill two birds with one stone and just go to Halloween Horror Nights on Friday night, and then
And then keep
Saturday
cross, huh?
we'll be filming. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
So
Shout out to Mika G in the place to be out here just getting to it.
no, he also did. I mean, like he was like, we need, like, he's like, every time I, like, well, a lot of people say this about me. They're like, oh, you could do like the funny skits and the voiceovers and the
Hmm.
funny videos and things because you're a character, you're animated and all this stuff. And I'm like, it's just finding time to do it, like,
Yeah.
because the girl is your girl busy.
Finding that time. That time is of the essence.
So
Time is
yeah,
of the essence, man. I totally 100% hear that. Um, we missing one tonight. He might be able to hop on, maybe not. But he be out here moving. He doing big things too. We ain't ready to give away his you know, his thing yet, but
yeah.
it's coming. So big salute out to Kobe, man. If you're watching Kobe or listening or whatever, bro, we finna hold it down for you tonight. Tonight we're
On
gonna hold it down.
tonight.
Tonight. That's right. That's right. So without further ado, man, let's just hop on into it. Let's talk about the fantabulous, the one, the only Willard.
Did y'all think y'all was gonna cancel him?
I know,
Did y'all
right?
think that? Did
They,
y'all really think y'all was gonna cancel him?
they thought they was done with old Willard. This article coming from the Rap, it says Will Smith produced film Brilliance moves forward at Paramount with a new director. The film project called Brilliance, produced by Will Smith, is Westbrook Studios is set, and Paramount is taking a step forward. The studio is in talks with Miss Marvel filmmaker Shireen Abad Chinoy to direct the film. An individual with knowledge of the project told the Rap. Though Brilliance has been floating around for years, with Paramount optioning the script back in 2019, and Smith involved for years prior to that, with Obaid Chinoy coming aboard as director as the new development, and Smith, who has not made a film since the infamous Oscar slap earlier this year, ahead of his best Oscar win, is still attached to produce via his company Westbrook Studios, alongside John Monet and Ryan Shimazaki. Though Smith was at one point attached to star in the film, the individual says that he is not formally committed to star in Brilliance at this time. Brilliance is an adaptation of the novel of the same name by Marcus Saki. It imagines a future in which 1% of the world's population is born with special mental and physical gifts, leading the world's governments to track them and have branded them brilliance. The main character special is a special agent who also has brilliant gifts and is tasked with tracking down a violent criminal, brilliant, or abnorm who wishes to spark a civil war between ordinary humans and those with special gifts. Um, Says Smith's next project will be Emancipation, a Civil War era drama directed by Antoine Fuqua. Shout out to the homie Antoine Fuqua. And to be released by Apple. But a report from the New York Times over the weekend said that the streamer has been weighing just when to roll out the movie, whether for this year or some point in 2023, as a means of getting out of the shadow of the Oscars slap. So, what do we got to say about this, Mister?
Brilliant sound like X-Men.
Huh?
Brilliant sounds like X-Men.
Yeah, yeah. Look, X-Men. What was the other movie that had Captain America in it? Where they was telepaths.
um
That movie. But yeah, I mean, this would be a good. I think he should start. Me myself, I think he should star in it. This would be a good
mhm.
little let's test the waters type movie. I wouldn't throw a lot of money into this. This doesn't seem like it's a sci-fi movie, but I wouldn't. The budget wouldn't be gigantuan. I don't think anyway.
It's going on. It's going to end up on sci-fi. Lord Jesus.
Now we don't need it on sci-fi. I mean, it's Paramount has been making movies strictly for Paramount Plus, and I think I would do that. I would do this, have him star in it. I mean, well, he don't even have to be a
Or
star.
just make a cameo appearance
Make a
in it.
cameo appearance, something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And just see, you know what I'm saying, see how the audience reacts. You know what I'm saying? Test the waters a little bit with Will Smith. I
Mhm.
mean, and he just his name is attached to Cobra Kai, and they just dropped their fifth season, sixth season
Mhm.
over the this past week or whatever. So, and he's the executive producer on that. So he's still his viability to me hasn't gone anywhere. You know what I mean?
It won't go anywhere. It's
Right.
Will Smith.
It's Will Smith. One slap or one bad. You know what? Just one bad um judgment call. Especially, I hate that they tried to blow this up like this was, you know what I'm saying, like World War III happened or something, man.
Like he was on like Robert Downey Jr. like status. Like that low.
Right.
Like
Like he
come
was
on, it was
just
a slap, bro.
he was a slap. And this is Will. This dude ain't for what 30 plus years. This dude has been giving you
Bubblegum.
right bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? Nothing bad. Just you know what I'm saying. Not in the tabloids for nothing stupid. So
And mm,
what?
for that August Alsina thing. Yeah, he
That
been
ain't
in the
him.
tabloids for
Yeah, but
that.
that ain't him though. That's more
Still, he
so.
part of that. Like
Yeah, but that's by proxy.
he's attached to
Yeah,
her
he
and
attached to,
he's
but that ain't.
just saying.
You but guess what? That
She
ain't.
made him look like a fool.
Though that's not Hollywood shenanigans. That's what I mean. Like
Mm.
that's not nothing that you know what I'm saying.
No drug addiction, no alcoholism,
Right.
no rehab or anything like that. Clean
Exactly.
cut
Exactly.
image,
Right.
always been clean
Because
cut.
that could happen to anybody. You could be you know, your wife do a little something or your significant, you know what I'm saying, do a little something wild. That's out of your hands. You can't control that. You know what I mean? So, but
She
so
deserved to be slapped.
you said it sound like X-Men. What you said? Hold on. You said something under your breath. What you say?
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Okay. We heard that. We heard that. You said it sound like X-Men.
It does. It sounds like X-Men, like a civil war against humans and the brilliance.
Mhm.
Like that sounds like what Magneto was trying to do.
Yeah. Look at you. You've been doing a little research now. Oh shit.
I might just a little bit, just one tiny bit, you know what
No,
I'm
that's exactly what excuse me, what Magneto was trying to do. Um Start a civil war just then to let people know the shit. Motherfucker,
We
we the
here.
next up. We here.
Right. Yeah, we
You know what
here.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, love it or hate
Right.
it.
We ain't
But you're
going
gonna
nowhere.
hate.
But no, I when I saw this, I said, you know what, let me report on this because this need all the shine in the world. You know what I'm saying? I think this
Hmm.
needs shine. I think people should pay attention. I think this is a good step. At least, you know, if he doesn't start, you know what I'm saying? produce it, executive produce it, and go out on a press tour. You know what I'm saying? Speak about the film, and he needs to test the waters too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, go out on a press tour and see, because they're gonna ask questions. He still ain't really answered shit. Come to think,
I mean,
and
he got so when he go on these press tours, he got like whoever his publicist is has to like let the press know like there is no questions about that incident that occurred.
mm, that
Because
was
I mean, he kind of I mean, you're right. He didn't fully address it, but he did post a video on he posted his apology
his
video
apology,
on
right?
social media. Not once, not twice, but a couple of times. I mean, not a
Hmm.
video, but like, a statement first
Right,
and then we got a video.
right,
So
yeah,
what more do you want from the man? You want him
true.
to go into detail about what was going through his mind when he
I wouldn't
decided to
mind knowing
meet up?
what was going through his mind.
Wait till he writes his book,
Wait
okay?
till the book come out. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Wait for the book to come out.
But because I think this would be an opportunity. He goes on a press tour, and we get to see Will Smith again. Like,
Exactly.
the smiling, the laughing, knee
Hmm.
slapping Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? I think
Right.
that would cover up that blemish. That's, you know what I'm saying, to see him laughing and joking and everything's fine with me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, I know that happened, but I'm good. I've apologized. If Chris Rock don't accept my apology, that's on him. But you know what
Right.
I'm saying? I apologized, and only thing I can do is move forward. And if y'all want to move with me, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I still got
Right.
work to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think
They
it'll be a
say
good look.
your haters live in your past. That's basically what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Everybody is like, okay, you know what? He apologized. Let's move forward.
yeah.
His haters will stay in the past.
And I think it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Chris Rock. I don't think he's used it the way he probably, because this done got a little stale now. But this
Yeah.
would take a lot of that air away from Chris Rock.
Hmm.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. It could put a little bit more.
I mean,
He could.
he added the slap into his comic is his comedy
Yeah, well,
routine. So it's
yeah,
like,
but everybody I heard it's been light. It ain't been like heavy. You know what I mean?
hmm
So I don't know.
well,
They both can win from it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Both
let
sides
it
can win.
go.
Let it go, but
In the infamous words of Usher, let it burn.
let it burn, huh? But if I'm a comedian, I'm doing the same thing though. That's gonna
I mean,
be in
because
my
everybody gonna keep bringing it up every time they
right.
see him, because they want to know what was in your mind when Will
Hmm.
Smith jumped up on stage
And put them paws on you, put them hands on you.
and just a sneak that.
Hmm. But from what I understand in these books, it's a trilogy.
Hmm.
So who knows?
We
We
gonna
could be
get more
getting
than one.
right a whole franchise worth of stuff.
Oh, like the
Um,
Hunger Games or Divergent.
yeah, there you go. Like the Hunger Games or Divergent. Exactly. You're exactly right. So salute to Will Smith, man. Salute to Will
And
Smith.
you ain't got the hand clap or nothing.
Oh, you know what?
Your
Oh
sound,
man, you right.
you fired in the
I'm,
sound effect department,
man,
okay?
nah, that's the sound guy. We firing him. That ain't
No,
me.
nah, that's
That
you.
ain't.
You the sound guy. You fired.
There you go. Salute to Willis. Salute to Willis. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can stop now. Okay. Come on
Oh,
now.
you got the extra long clap. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be short.
they don't want to stop, man. All right, all right, all right. Next up. What we got next, man? What we got next? Oh, this right here, man. This right here. I ain't watched the trailer yet, but when I saw it, I said, "Wait, what? They doing a what? A movie about?"
It only makes sense.
I said, "This is."
It
But
makes
you
sense.
we talk about, and before I run the trailer, we talk about Hollywood has no originality no more, and then they hit us with this.
Right? They give us this. I mean, but I mean, I'm gonna let you roll the trailer first before I speak my piece on this because yeah, go on the roll. I got it.
He said, "Yeah, yeah." Oh man, where am I at? Chrome tab. Here we go. I hope this is the whole thing. Is this the whole thing?
No, it's a teaser. That's like a teaser.
You want something really creepy? How about a night locked in here? Pop-up Halloween store in a creepy lot? Awesome.
Final notice.
It's got my boy in
Spirit that
it.
can't let go of his life? Possibly someone who died here. Alec Windsor. We're doing something Saturday. The three of us, best holiday of the year, just like always. It'll be wicked. You guys are serious losers, you know that? The boys aren't here, they're all at Bo's. Oh!
Was that there
Hell no.
before?
Ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers.
Is Alec Windsor rolling tonight? Are you too serious?
Hi.
What's happening? Someone's trying to kill us! And for 1 hour on the anniversary of their death, they can possess things or people. Your girlfriend? It's a little scary. Seriously?
Okay. 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 I want to see this.
I do too.
I want to see this.
I mean, even though it gives Disney Channel vibes,
Right.
very, very, very kid. I mean, it's probably not kid friendly because them kids probably as bad as hell. But but it's just a simple fact that it makes total sense. They will put a Spirit Halloween store in
Anyway.
anything.
Uh-huh.
Like not too far from my house, there is a Spirit Halloween inside of an old Macy's.
Yeah. Yep.
Why? Why do we pick a big ass department store
Big
to put
ass
a
Macy's.
small ass Halloween store in there? So
Yep.
to
Yep.
me, this is so original and so creative because it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
because Spirit's like, hey, see that empty lot right there? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna put a
You know
Spirit
what I'm
there.
thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Let's go.
For it to be a haunted, haunted building, you know what I'm saying? And then you put all this Halloween stuff in there. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Everything gonna get possessed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it. I'm
I'm
here for
I'm
this movie.
I'm with it. I'm gonna read this little excerpt real quick. It says, inspired by the annual Halloween retailer Spirit Halloween, the upcoming family-friendly horror film explores middle school kids who haven't outgrown their trick-or-treating, daring one another to spend the night inside the spooky Halloween store. As the supposed night of fun goes on, they discover the place is filled with possessed animatronic characters hunted by a wicked evil spirit thought to be a land developer who disappeared one day on Halloween. For them to make it through the night, they must dip their shoes into a spine-chilling adventure before the spirits roaming the stores possess them. This reminds me of all the like you said, those Disney
Halloween Town,
Halloween, yeah, right, Halloween Town. What was it? Like the witches, um,
Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus. Like and like you said, this is originality out of the wazoo. I can think of, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You gotta give Hollywood this one. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta salute this.
I mean, Spirit Halloween stores is creepy even during the daytime when you
Even doing, yeah.
walking through it.
And that, and I was about to say, like, what would be a better horror or like you said, you're going down to Orlando for
Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights. You got everybody got a spirit in it, you know what I'm saying? Boom. This
Exactly.
is Halloween Horror Nights right here. So
I need Universal Studios to jump on this and make this
yeah,
into a house.
this is this makes sense, man. This is, and it seems like it has all the classic tropes, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to those type of films that we grew up on during that time. And we don't get a lot of uh how can I say, Halloween themed kid movies.
Right.
We don't get those no more. Because I have, well,
I mean, Disney will put out one every. They put out a new one every year. They just released Zombies 3, but that's not. It wasn't released during Halloween.
Mm,
But they normally like will do. They would normally will release a new Disney
right.
kid friendly horror movie. But we're talking about like them actually releasing one into
Like
theaters
theaters,
or
yeah.
on
Yeah.
streaming or
Hmm.
something like that. And you're right. We don't get those type of
We don't get
movies.
that. So this is I'm with this, man. The cast looks dope. They got my boy Christopher Lloyd.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It says this movie will have a limited theatrical release starting September 30th and will be available video on demand this upcoming fall on October 11th. Ah, man, it's limited. Nah,
It's
they need to
probably
go.
going to be in like the big cities like
Yeah,
Atlanta and Los
they need
Angeles.
to go all the way. This look like this. I think this could make money. I don't know why they limited.
Right. Like I mean, if anything, I would take, I mean, granted, yes, my daughter is like, she would end up being like, oh, I'm scared. But,
Mhm.
she would probably sit through it,
Yeah, I
get her
think
little
she'll fit
laughs
through it.
on.
This looks. I rock with this. I rock with it.
This also reminds me of the Banana Splits movie.
Banana splits.
They
Banana
made a
splits.
Banana Splits horror movie.
Oh, that was a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It gives that
that
vibes
type
too.
of
Like,
vibe. Yeah.
that wasn't a family friendly movie. If y'all going to see that, don't take, don't let your kids watch that one. The Banana Splits is
uh,
hardcore. So yeah,
banana
I'm here. I'm
splits.
here for the Spirit
Yeah,
Halloween.
I'm with this, man. I'm with this. Spirit Halloween the movie. Um, I don't even know what else to say. I take your kids to go. If it's in your city, take your kids to go watch it. And once it gets on video on demand or whatever streaming service, sit down and watch it, man. This like one of those, just a good, get your popcorn. It's dark. Turn the lights out. Halloween time. Have the kids having
Yeah,
like a Halloween party, Halloween theme party. You throw this on for the kids. I think
yeah.
this will work, man. I think this really works.
This is one. Yeah, this is probably one of those movies that kids would be like, "Hey, mom, can like every year, like Nightmare Before Christmas, they want to watch. They're gonna want
Right.
to watch this movie.
Hmm.
I think that's how good it is. I mean, just based off the trailer.
And it's relatable. It's Spirit Halloween, the
Because
movie.
what kid has not thought about
Right.
wanting to lock themselves inside of a Spirit Halloween store?
Spirit Halloween, the movie. This is shout out to them, man. Whoever thought this, whoever said, you know what, this will work. Salute to them. I rock with them, man. I
Because
really,
if you would just be sitting, you're like, damn, they put a spirit in anything, don't they?
right.
What if
Any,
it was haunted?
or maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the reason why Spirit could just pop up anywhere is because it's haunted. It's like a
It just
rolling ghost
magically,
town. Yeah,
it literally
because
just
you never
magically
see
appears.
nobody. It's
Put a sign up.
right. You never see anybody working in there to load all the stuff up. It's just one day. It's a spirit.
Yep. I've never witnessed anybody put a Spirit Halloween sign up outside of a building.
And it's always just a banner.
Just a banner.
That's it.
I've
On and
never
off.
seen it. Never seen it. So maybe Spirit
You
is,
never see the banner, and you never see people loading up the stuff to bring into the. You know what I'm saying?
or take stuff out when it's over.
Yep, when it's over. I don't know, man. It could be a rolling ghost town.
Spirit.
Maybe
That's why it's
maybe they
called
do that for
Spirit.
the next movie, Spirit Halloween, the movie part 2. It'll
And
be like
going,
a rolling ghost town.
it just shows up.
Just shows up. That's crazy, man. But yeah. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. What we got? Here we go. This here. Did you read it? Did you read what I sent?
Read part of it.
All
Which
right.
one? You right? You sent 2
I
articles.
know I sent two. I sent one that just said that he was making it. Well, all right. Let's start
Oh,
it
I
off.
read. I read the second article.
You read it? So, okay. So, Wizard of Oz remake. I'm gonna just read the article. Wizard of Oz remake. And I'm gonna read this article because this is the reason really why I sent it. Not because they're doing a remake, which I don't think they need to do a remake. If they were gonna do a
You're gonna
remake,
remake
this
it.
would be
Call
the
it the
first.
Wiz.
All right, I'm gonna just read the article. Wizard of Oz remake director says new film would include LGBTQ representation. Kenya Burris, who is making it, the upcoming remake will be. He says it will be more diverse than some of the previous adaptations. Previously had been reported that Blacklist creator Kenya Boris was on board to write and direct a new take on Wizard of Oz for Warner Brothers. After Nicole Castle departed the previously planned version of the film, not many details have yet been revealed about the vision Barris has in mind, but the remake has been described as a fresh take on the classic story of Dorothy and her adventure to Oz. Speaking with Variety, Barris has confirmed his plans to include LGBTQ plus representation in the new Wizard of Oz. The filmmaker explains that this is because doing so would more accurately reflect the world we're living in today. He compares this to the original Wizard of Oz doing the same, but with what was happening in the 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't, let me finish. He says the original was an allegory and reflection of the way the world was at the time with things like the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl. Now we're going to turn a mirror on where we're at right now and take desperate characters from the LGBTQ community from different cultural communities and socioeconomic communities and tell a story that reflects the world. I think this is the best time to do that. Now, I agree with him. In that whole statement. So make a whole new film that reflects that, right? That's why I said, like, let me hop on my soapbox for a minute. This is where, to me, representation goes wrong, and it feels forced, and then that's where you get all the backlash, and because it's not organic, right? The Wizard of Oz, he absolutely right. That shit was it was, you know what I'm saying, was about what was happening in the 1930s, and then you go in and you start reading The Return to Oz. That shit was a whole mind fuck within itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the dude who wrote this? I forgot.
Frank Oz.
No.
What's Frank Oz?
No.
Let's say it was Frank Oz.
Wasn't Frank Oz? It was
Who wrote The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, it wasn't Frank Oz, was it? Why?
Let's go.
I feel like Frank Oz is somebody else. Either way.
The book? It was L. Frank Bond, but he did go by Frank Oz.
He did go by Frank Oz?
Okay. Yes.
So Frank Oz, we'll give him that. He was wild. And they was wild back then. I think I remember reading stories. They would drink the absinthe, you know what I'm saying? And write and just go, you know what I'm saying? That was back in those times. You know what I'm saying? But if Kenya Barris or any of these writers or directors or whatever you want to call them, if they want to make a movie about that would show that or mirror the LGBTQ community and what's going on in today's society, then just make a fantasy that does that, right? Don't take because the Wizard of he wrote that specifically for that time period. It's not to me. It's not to be messed with or you know what I'm saying, changed over. It's got its time, its place. It's got its wardrobe. It's got everything. It reflects that time period, and that's why the Wizard of Oz is the Wizard of Oz. How do you change the Wizard of Oz to reflect what's going on? What does the Yellow Brick Road? What is that going to represent? Because that represented something in the Wizard of Oz, right? Whatever its reflection of the real world was. What is the lion gonna represent? What is the Tin Man and you know what I'm saying? The Scarecrow and all of that gonna represent. We know the Tin Man, from what I recall, represented the military-industrial complex, right? So I can't remember what the other two represent. I did a report on this back in high school. That's why I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is Dorothy gonna be? Pretty sure it's gonna be a little black girl, right? From what? She gonna be from Atlanta, or you know what?
They already. So they already. This movie, from a black perspective, was remade into the Wiz.
Into
the Dorothy that we know she was from. I think in the Wiz they were from Detroit or Chicago or something. Detroit, right? So, but that version of the Wiz was remade again. Straight NBC got their hands on it, and
that was called the Tin Man.
No, it was still the Wiz. It was alive. It was like, you know how they
did. You talking about the light? Yeah.
Yeah, they did Grease and all that. So we got that. So okay, how many more times are you going to recreate the Wiz?
Well, look, while you
I mean,
at
I'm
it,
here for it. I'm
then
here
recreate
for
the
it.
Wiz though. Like if you're trying to,
Don't
because
do the Wizard of Oz. Recreate the
the
Wiz.
Wiz, right? Recreate the Wiz. That's actually a more cultural representation of, you know what I'm saying, and that you can do things with as
Right.
far as LGBTQ uh race representation and things like that.
Right.
The Wizard of Oz, not saying that it can't be touched, but it shouldn't be touched. And you saying, oh, now we got to add like, to me, when directors, writers, filmmakers, whatever, have to preference their works of art by saying, oh, this is going to be the gayest movie ever, or this is going to be LGBTQ plus heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you're doing is, put to me, pushing people away or giving people something negative to talk about. Because now it's not even about your art or what's going on in that art form. It's about the socio political stamp that you just put on it.
Right.
Right? You just politicized a movie that shouldn't be politicized.
Like you should like. I don't understand. I mean, I get why they do it, but at the same time, it's like you can you could hurt your movie at the same time by making announcements like that. Just let people
Yeah.
just let the trailer speak for
Just
itself.
let it speak.
If you're gonna make the the lion a drag queen or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
instead of him being the king of the jungle, he's drag queen of the jungle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like let your
Let it
trailer
speak for
let your
itself.
trailer speak for itself.
Yeah, let it speak for itself.
So what I was gonna say was, of course, the rumor on the original Wizard of Oz was that the Tin Man was gay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you when you go back and watch it now, I mean, when you're a child, you're just like, oh, he's just soft, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he doesn't have a heart. But then when you watch it as an adult, you start
Mm-hmm.
catching all the mannerisms, and you're like,
The actor was, you saying that the actor was gay, or
the actor was gay.
that's
So
cool.
and so and but it didn't play a part in this
In this,
movie,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So because you would have never known that he was gay had it never came out that he was gay,
Right.
right? So, and again, this movie was made what, 1950s, 1940s.
This I think that because this
The
was one
original
of the
Wizard of
first
Oz
movies
in
to be
color.
turned from, to turn it to color.
So probably 1930s.
So yeah.
So I mean, I'm here for representation, but at the same time, you don't need to announce it. Like,
Yeah, just,
I
and
mean,
that's
you
my
just don't, just let your trailer speak for itself.
quit announcing it.
If you're
Quit
gonna
announcing it.
change, if you're gonna change the character, change the character,
Change
but
the
just
character.
don't be like, hey, we're make an announcement about it, because that's where people get, they're like, damn, okay, well, all right, like
Right.
you could have just showed us the trailer, and I'd have been like, okay, look,
I think
yes.
I think that, we live in this climate of likes, clicks, and stuff like that, because here, this is from what I see when I look at a lot of movies that do these virtue signaling and things like that. They could be great films, right? But the people that they virtue signal to, or who they kind of, I guess, what I'm saying, want to represent in the films, those people don't go and watch the movie. They don't show up. I hate to say it, but they don't show up. So then now you're fighting. So those people don't show up because a lot of the LGBTQ community, they don't have, the capital ain't there. Just like in the black community, you know what I'm saying? The capital ain't there. Or if it's there, I got to choose between what I want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you don't have the capital. Then now, since you announced this, a lot of people who wouldn't have mind seeing a Wizard of Oz remake, they don't want to see it now. Right? They don't even want to see the shit. Now they're like, nah, I'm good. Not because they got anything against it, but it's like, well, shit, why y'all keep trying to you know what I'm saying? This is why they say it's a forced agenda. Right? Because you keep announcing it.
You keep
announcing it.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't no agenda. I just wanted to make the gayest movie. No, why don't you just make a movie that has a gay dude in it?
And let people figure it out.
And let people, like, right. If you're gonna make the Wizard of Oz and it's gonna be like with the original Wizard of Oz, it wasn't told that Wizard of Oz was about, you know what I'm saying, the Dust Bowl and the things that was going on in the 1930s. It was just a good movie. And then when you watch it, like, you started connecting the dots.
Right.
Water cooler talk and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You start connecting the dots on your own. And then
Right.
maybe you do an interview and you say, yeah, man, that's exactly what you know what I'm saying? Boom.
Right.
You don't
Right. You confirm what people's
right.
suspicions are.
You don't
You
come
know,
out with it.
like if the I keep using the lion as an example because in the original he was so like, because
He was
he had
flamboyant.
he was very flamboyant,
Very
right? So
flamboyant.
I would be like, if we're gonna if you had never said that there would be an LGBTQ person in this movie, and then I watched the movie and I looked at the lion and I was watching, I'm like, yo,
He gay.
he gay.
He
you
gay. Look
know?
at the sashaying around. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right. So like, and again, like I said, like it wasn't announced then. And I feel like maybe if a lot of producers and directors just let your trailer speak for itself. Let
man,
people let the if you're gonna create a controversy, let your trailer create that controversy.
let the movie create the controversy. Let the movie speak for itself. And that's what I hate about people and this the way people are presenting art now.
Mm-hmm.
Artists used to put the art, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you ever been to like any art showings.
Mm-hmm.
The artist will be there. Here, you won't even know that he or she is in there. He'll come up and ask, hey, what you think about this piece? Right?
Right.
And he'll just let you talk on and on and on.
Right.
And he still won't even tell you what the piece really about. Or he or
Right.
she, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it's so that's to me, that's because artists, what it mean to you, it ain't gonna mean the same to me.
Right.
So you
I feel like we're
announcing
gonna
what
get. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I just feel like we're just gonna get a ratchet version of the Wizard of Oz, and that I'm not here for. Like she gonna be from Atlanta, and like you said, she gonna be from Atlanta. She like I think what made the Wiz so good was, what I'm saying, you got to see the low struggling, the struggling family
Mm-hmm.
living in a small apartment, meeting together, having, dinner with each other and
Right.
enjoying being a family.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we're going to do it as of today's society, whew, like how does
Kobe,
that work?
what up, Kobe? What up? What up? What up?
What's up, Kobe? Like how does that work?
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I think this had an expiration date for a remake.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right,
the world is gotten small. It's more confined than ever now. How do you do this for the? You know what I'm saying? And if you're to me, if you're sitting there racking your brain on how can I remake The Wizard of Oz, why not rack your brain into how to make another Wizard of Oz? Not this Wizard of Oz, but your
or the
own.
Wiz. Don't do the Wiz either. Leave
No,
it
no, just
alone.
your own. You know what I'm saying? Your own original fantasy that showcases what's going on in today's climate.
Right,
Do that.
right.
Don't go find and I see a lot of people get mad about that. And the thing is, I used to be like, man, that don't matter. But the more I think about it, yeah, when you take an IP that meant this, and because you're too lazy of a writer, you got to go and attach, you know what I'm saying, what you want out of today's society and attach it to this because it's this IP is or this franchise is popular. You know what I'm saying?
We done beat a dead horse with the Wizard of Oz. Like we got movies, we got
With
TV
TV shows that
shows, we
didn't work.
got cartoons. I
This is
mean,
I hate to say it, but this ain't gonna work.
it's not.
It's not gonna work. The
No.
TV show didn't work. They put a lot of money into a couple years back that TV show. They had the Black Witch and all of that.
Uh,
I think it was called Tin Man.
I think so too.
Oh no, they had one called Tin Man. Then they did another one. NBC had. Um,
I can't think of the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
but they
And
neither one of them worked, right?
but even the recreation of the Wiz on stage didn't get all the popularity that it was supposed to get. Like it, I mean,
Why
you
can't I get a Wicked movie?
that's what I'm talking about. And apparently that's getting ready to happen.
Give me that. I don't need. I know what the Wizard of Oz is.
Yes. Or give me a black version of Wicked. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
no, because Wicked could just be. You don't. All the witches was different, right?
that's true. This is
Just
true.
make. Oh, there you go.
No, the Wicked movie is in the works right now. So they I think Lin Manuel is a part of that
Mm,
too.
he just everywhere.
So ain't it out? But he getting that money. Shout
Yeah.
out to Lin Manuel. But
Kobe
yeah.
says, this is going to flop. They're betting on nostalgia heavy for this. I don't.
Okay.
This
But
is too much. Like this is
this is too
1930s.
far
Yeah, I
nostalgia.
don't know if they. This ain't.
This ain't even our generation
I don't. Yeah,
nostalgia.
I don't even know if those people are alive for that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I remember when
Those boomers are not here.
um my pops brought in. It was on cassette. He bought it in. This was when they colorized it. It was I
Hmm.
forget. It was like the 50th anniversary then or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had
This
colorized.
is the
Yeah,
1980s
right.
edition.
Like it was real to real and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is this is like remaking what's that movie that won all them Academy Awards back in the day that was
Gone with
Into
the
Bang,
Wind.
Gone with the Wind. You know what I'm saying? This is like remaking Gone with the Wind and saying, oh, we gotta add LGBTQ
And
representation
make it
to it
represent and
and
make it
make it
represent
represent
today.
today. Yeah, like no, we don't.
No.
We don't.
Or remaking Casablanca.
Right. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why, man? Let's see. Kobe said, but everyone has seen this movie at least once, and that's what they're betting on. Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
then it's gonna fail.
they have, and think about all. Okay, we had Return to Oz, which I liked. I thought Return to Oz was dope. That came out in the 80s, right? That was playing on the nostalgia of the re-release of the original Wizard of Oz movie.
Hmm.
Then they had the cartoon that came out in 80s, early 90s, if I remember
Hmm.
correctly.
Right.
Then it died down, right? It dies down. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. I forgot about the Wiz.
The
The
Wiz
Wiz
kicks
comes out in
in.
the 70s.
Yes. Hmm.
Wiz came out in the 70s.
Give you a whole new perspective
Right.
of the Wizard of
Then we
Oz.
then we got Return to Oz, um, cartoon. Then it dies down.
And then
Nobody
we
gives
just
two. Don't
we
nobody care
don't
about
care about the
Dorothy,
Wizard of Oz. We know
Toto,
the
none of them.
damn story.
Didn't care about it. So then, um, what's his name came out with the movie. Um, what's his name? Oh, shit. What it was called? It wasn't called Return to Oz, but where he played the
Oh,
man behind the curtain.
what's the name? I know you're talking about.
It's on the tip of my tongue, man. But that came out. That did pretty good.
Hmm.
And then after that did pretty good. Then they tried to hit Tin Man and that other little TV show, and those flopped because nobody
We got it.
cares
We don't care.
about it.
We don't care.
Don't nobody care. James Franco. James Franco. He played the wizard. But yeah, nobody cares about the Wizard of Oz.
Everybody know the story of
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy and how she messed up. I'm just saying. I mean, but again, how are you going to justify how she is? Because the Wiz was like, oh, there was a tornado that came down the middle of the street in Detroit. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, whoever came up with that is smoking crack.
It's weird that tornadoes don't hit major cities, right? Like
Right.
I
It,
always thought about that. Like tornadoes do not hit these big, huge major cities, man.
mm-mm.
But I guess
It needs a
it
tornado
needs
needs
yeah,
flat
flat
land
surf,
in
yeah.
order to move. And I
Mm-hmm.
learned that from my daughter because she's a storm chaser in her
Oh,
mind.
is she?
Yes, in her mind she's a storm chaser.
Nothing wrong with
So you have to have flat land. So how are you gonna justify Dorothy even ending up in Oz? Is it gonna be like one of those things? I mean, because in the original Wizard of Oz, is she hit her head? You
that.
know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And she even there was a tornado outside, so in her mind when she was knocked out, she just assumed that she was sucked up
He
into
was
this
sucked up,
tornado,
right?
right?
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna do it? Like if Dorothy's in Atlanta, what she gonna get? She gonna be at the strip club and get accidentally kicked in the face
Right. Like
by a stripper or
what?
something?
What would draw people to watch this movie? I'm trying to figure out if when the trailer comes on, right?
It's gonna be like, welcome to Atlanta, y'all. No, it's gonna be like, welcome to Oz, y'all.
Oh man, and I don't have nothing against Kenya Barris, man. You know, he gave us Blackish and Girl. You know, he's doing this thing. This ain't for him.
Mm-mm.
This maybe he liked this as a kid. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I always want to read. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, your style of funny, your style of show does not fit. It
The
don't.
Wizard of Oz remake. Yeah.
No, it don't. Shit, I don't. Nah, King. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Just and stop with the. You don't need to preference a film by saying it has representation in it. Like if it has it
Let your
in there,
movie and trailer speak for
yeah.
itself.
If it has it in there, it has it in there.
Right.
That's not
People are
going
gonna
to you saying
people will
representation.
know.
That's not going to get an extra button to see. Why do they think that though? Why do they think just because they come out and say, "Oh well, we've got a black female in there, we've got a gay man, we've got an Asian," and you know what I'm saying? Like that's not getting people to come to your movie, bro. People gonna
Right.
clap. Oh, that's great, and they gonna speak good things about you, and then they gonna go right on and watch that Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what
Right.
they're gonna do. And then they're gonna be like, oh shit, I forgot. And they still ain't gonna watch your movie until it comes on whatever.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus or whatever. Just make a good dope. Like you said, let the trailer suck the audience in, and then let the film speak for itself. If it's a good
Right.
movie, trust me, people gonna talk about it.
Right.
Top Gun. Nobody was checking for Top, and I know I keep bringing it up,
But we
but
wasn't.
nobody was checking for Top Gun.
And they didn't even do a remake. They did a sequel.
They did a sequel. Nobody was checking. They was Top Gun. It's been 20 something years, 30 years.
Nobody was sitting around saying, you know what we should do? A remake to Top Gun.
Right. Like, no. Nah.
First of all, Tom Cruise wouldn't have had that shit. You'd be like,
Oh, no.
oh no, that's what we're not gonna do.
We ain't doing that. But that movie spoke for itself, right?
Right.
People went to see it. Word of mouth made people to go see it 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Let the movie, if you got a good
Or
movie.
if you're gonna do the Wizard of Oz, not a remake. If you're gonna do a Wizard of Oz movie, like give us a Return to Oz, like not Dorothy Return to Oz, like maybe Dorothy's daughter or her son or somebody else returning to Oz.
Just do Return to Oz.
Because
Return to
the
Oz,
10
that would Return to Oz would be easier to do. She was,
right.
she's laid up in the hospital for, you know what I'm saying? She escapes. She finds out that she is not in where she thought she is. She's in Oz. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she goes on that little adventure. She got to put Oz back together. You can
Mhm.
do now. I can see that.
Because
More so than this.
the three characters, well, I don't know about the lion, but the Tin Man and the Scarecrow ain't gonna age.
Right. They're not gonna age.
They're not gonna age. They're still gonna be the same. But
Mhm.
I guess if Oz is a magical place, then I guess the lion isn't gonna
age
age
either.
either. So
And he becomes the king. Like it's things you can do. She was
like
running
he's the
from
king of Oz. You know what I'm saying?
right. She was running from the witch who was changing her head out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that go your drag queen witch or your, you know what I'm saying, your LGBTQ witch right there.
Right.
That's the rep. You remaking the wrong movie, bro. You remaking the wrong one. Return
Right.
to Oz is the one you need to be remaking.
Right.
Because
Because
that's the
then
one that
you can add a new character that's not Dorothy. You know what I'm
you can
saying?
do
Like
that, yeah.
somebody, Dorothy's relative or
Or
somebody new that's not
yeah,
Dorothy,
it's not. Look at what I mean. Nick Cannon redid, you know what I'm saying, a movie, but he changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the spirit of the movie was still there, but it was not the movie.
Right.
So you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not an actual remake. We basing it on this. We're using the same elements, you know what I'm saying, but it's not that.
Right.
But it was Love Don't Cost a Thing, and it was that was a remake of Money Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah.
Which is a dope movie. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's my movie, man. Can't Buy Me Love. But like, nah, Kenya Bears, like, I'm gonna need you to do better. I need all writers, directors, producers, quit being lazy, man. Stop being lazy. If you want representation, make it. Make it. Make us like, because the thing is, they not making us like representation.
Right. By always making an announcement about it.
Right. Or just letting the movie speak for itself.
Shoot, Ryan Murphy is Ryan Murphy's the man. Like he
Mhm.
don't never he'll be like, hey, y'all get an American Horror Story.
Right.
Guess what? It's about to be some gay shit in there. Like he don't even tell you that it's gonna be like you just watch it.
It
You
just
like,
watch it. Oh shit. Okay.
oh shit, okay.
Right. That's how it should be.
Like Ryan Murphy don't make no announcements.
That's
Like
how it should be.
when Pose came out,
That's
like
I was about to say, like Pose. Pose was a dope ass show.
like I remember seeing Pose because my dad didn't know what the show was about either, right?
Mhm.
And it ended up being in his queue on Hulu, and I had already started watching the show, and I was
But
like,
it
Daddy,
was,
I
but
said, do
guess
you know what
what?
this show's about?
It was good. It had nothing. Yeah, it was gay people. It was, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good show.
And it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the complete focal point of the show. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
No,
Like
it was the
you,
struggle.
right? Their struggle. Like you watch. You know this.
Humans. It was the human struggle.
There it
These was
is.
people just like you and me
Mm-hmm.
struggling to make ends meet. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
and doing what they had to do to
And doing
survive.
what they had to do to survive. That's
And
all it
then
was.
of course and also facing discrimination
Right.
and everything else that had to
Yep.
deal with that time during that time, and
During that
also,
time
oh
period.
by the
Right.
way, also dealing with HIV. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and
So
they didn't jump the shark or go overboard.
that right.
They
Yep.
didn't do that. They gave you per episode. They gave you what you showed up every day. Every time you watch the show for.
And that's why that show lasted
You
so
wanted to
long.
see them do some crazy shit at the ball at the end or whenever they did that, and you wanted to see the, you know what I'm saying, the
What Blanca was going through.
right. I would say they gave you. It was like a sandwich. They gave you the, you know what I'm saying, two pieces of bread and the meat in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
every episode was that
Yeah. Yep. And then they focused on different people,
different. Right.
different people every episode. It wasn't just Blanca all the time. It was,
Yep.
it was Poppy or Angel or,
Hmm.
Electra, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I give kudos to Ryan Murphy because he doesn't make announcements like that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like when Pose came out, he wasn't like, oh, it's gonna be some
Yeah,
trans women
it's
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a
in
gay
it.
affair. Yeah, trans. Yeah, like no.
Right. So
Hey, I
like you
got
didn't
this movie. It's gonna be, or I got this show. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be good. Like those are the words you use.
It's going to be about this community in
Yep.
the 1990s, and everybody wants to know what was going on in for
Right.
that
And
community in the
yeah,
1990s because we don't know, right?
don't
We
know.
were
You ever heard
kids,
of a ball? You know what a ball? Like, now what the fuck is he talking about a ball? Like, well, you about to watch. You about to see. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right.
And
We
that's
didn't
it.
live in New York during that time.
You know what I mean? So that's to me. That's how you preference a show. You preference a show with how good it is, not
Hmm.
the representation that's in it. Oh well, I got blacks in it. I got because to me you just sound racist. You know what I'm saying? Like to me you sound the opposite of what you're trying to do.
Right, right.
And not only
I
that, now
got
you
you all of
alienate.
your colors.
Yeah, like now you to me you alienate when making art that for a financial reason. You don't want to alienate no one, and I think people forget that. You don't want to alienate. Oh, well, you don't like it? Don't watch it. Okay, well, guess if 90% of the people who don't watch it, you're not gonna make no money. You don't
Right,
want, and that's not. And I see a lot of people say that too. But it's not for you. True, but don't tell me it's not for me. Let me find out it ain't for me.
right,
Let
right.
me find that out because you
Like I
might
said,
you
that's
just
how Pose was because you was like,
yeah.
oh wait.
Even I mean, look at I give them kudos. Look at the strip what is it
P Valley,
P Valley.
same,
Man,
same.
P Valley, people jumped on P Valley, woo, and then a couple episodes rolled. They were like, whoa, hold on, man, whoa. I thought this was P Valley. What is it? What I thought the P was Pussy Valley. No, it's Penis Valley this time. Like, hold on, man.
And again, P Valley was one of those ones where there was like you didn't get that announcement about
Nah, as far
what
as I
was.
know, you didn't.
I mean, I
Right.
don't know. I mean, I don't.
I
I
don't
just
recall
finished
it
it
like
up.
that.
Yeah, I don't recall it either. I don't recall
Mhm.
them saying, "Hey, you're gonna get this and this and this and this, and there's gonna be this and this." Like as soon as Uncle Clifford hit that screen, I was like, "All right, I know what time it is."
Yeah, I was like, hold on, wait, what? I'm like, that ain't right. I was like, hold on, what is? Okay, but I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, let's go, Clifford. Let's go. You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
see Uncle Clifford running a strip club. Like
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, there
And
is an
that's what
Uncle
I'm saying.
Clifford somewhere running a strip club.
It was authentic in that. Like, okay, you know what? That and in all actuality, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I watched it. P Valley for me, the writing just got bad. It
Yeah.
wasn't that it was a bad show. It was like how much stuff can go on. You know what I'm saying?
I said the same thing about the show. I said it's good. I said the first season is good because this is your first taste
Mm-hmm.
of what it's like. You know what I'm saying, for them. But you could tell that because they had to write off the character
The light skin girl.
Autumn, yeah,
Yeah.
Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
They had to write her off. That you could tell that the writing went down, and it's like, okay, so where do y'all go from here though? Like, where does the
Yeah.
storyline go?
I don't
Like,
know.
because they tried to incorporate that whole like secret society thing, and I said y'all should have spent the whole second season addressing
Building
that.
that up.
Y'all
Yeah.
waited until episode 10
Right.
to to talk about that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that your whole second season should have been wrapped around that.
That, yeah.
Like you, that's because when I got to the end, I was just like, okay, so what now?
Right.
Like, what
But
now?
and I didn't even care. The bad thing was I didn't care.
Right. Like,
That-
I didn't care about Diamond getting kidnapped.
Yeah,
Like, I was just like, he's not a main character to me. He's
Right.
a side character.
I didn't care, and he didn't show up until what, episode 4 or 5 of the second season.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, he playing opposite his wife and stuff. Like, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care. I didn't get that same feeling. You know
Like,
what I mean?
the first season drew me in. And
Right.
I was like, oh, hey, look, let's roll into the second one. You know what I'm saying? Then I got into the second one. I was like, all right, what now?
And what's crazy is this, you know, it shouldn't go down the second season. Like, it should be on the upswing, not downswing. I could see if this was like season 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Season 4, season 5, season 6, something like that. And you're like, all right, that's when the writers done got bored, the audience done got bored, and they just, we need to end this when, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why
like
Issa
Power.
Rae, right, you're right. Like, Power or Insecure. Like, Issa was like, look, I can't come up with no more stories for, for Issa or for Molly. Like,
this current moment in time, right? Their journey is over with.
Right. Like, I mean, if we watch how Insecure played out, it was always us watching Issa and Molly go through these relationships with, with all these various men. But I like the way that Issa let them go out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's supposed to be. Like, how much more can we keep watching Molly get dissed out by men?
Yeah, yeah. Or
how
Issa
many times?
being silly,
or
not
Issa
being
right. her
present.
getting fired from jobs, or her, like, you can only do so much with that. And she understood the assignment. She was like, you know what? It's not hitting anymore. When the ideas don't hit, that's when you gotta call it quits.
And we still on top, the fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how you keep fans too. You know what I'm saying? Don't give the fans a reason to leave you.
Make them miss your show.
Yeah, make them miss your show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Kenya Bears, man, salute to you. Oh snap. The man, the myth, the legend, Kobe Bean. What up, man? What up?
What's good, people?
Chilling. You been listening to us talk about this, man?
Yeah. Up until I just got in the house, I missed maybe the last 10 minutes of it. But yeah, I've been listening to y'all chat about the Wizard of Oz remake.
What you got for me, Kobe? What you got?
Like I was saying, man, I feel like this movie is a cash grab, and it's a cash grab in the worst way. And when I say in the worst way, I mean, like, this is a story that is probably going to go down as one of the most seen films of all time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And this is around the world, not just us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is MGM's finest as far as I'm concerned. So you take a movie like this, you modernize it, and completely change the charm of what sold everybody on this movie in the first place. Because I feel like you can't recreate, the same magic with a modern day story. It's just not the same. That's why Return to Oz didn't do as well. You know what I'm saying? All the sequels
Right.
that nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying?
Return to Oz was dope, man.
Yeah, I mean it was, but
I don't
who
allow that
who
slander
watched it?
here at Blues
No,
House.
no, no. Like I said, who watched it though? We watched it,
I
but
watched it. I watched
right, I've seen it.
it. When it
You
had
know,
its
but
HBO back in the day on its when it had its HBO run, and it was like, you know, when HBO used to play a movie like 30
and
times.
they
In
right,
one day.
right, back to
Every
back.
hour or
Yeah,
every 2 hours.
yeah, yeah, on HBO. But yeah, man, like I said, I just feel like this thing is just it's to me, like I said, you lose the whole charm of
Mm.
why this movie was a success in the first place. And then, like I said, like you said, to modernize it, to throw all the representation in there, I mean, I
Yeah, what do you think is that needed? The
no, it's
to
not.
peacock a rep, this film has
It's
like,
not. We didn't ask for
and
that.
not just from him, just anybody to preference represent. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's any kind. You know what I'm saying? I know right now in the times we're living in, it's the whole LGBTQ thing. You know what? What's crazy?
What's up?
When the gay people were fighting for gay rights and stuff like that, they never went out looking for gay movies. You know what I'm saying? They never went out,
Nope.
and
They just wanted to be accepted.
they just wanted to be accepted. Why? Why?
Mhm.
And they had gay movies.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
There've
saying?
been for forever.
Been representation in film, especially on that
TV
side of
and
the house.
everything. Right.
Mhm.
Especially on that side, I don't know why, and maybe maybe it's my ignorance, but for people to now want to try to put that label on it, like, oh, because I always bring up like Mrs. Doubtfire, the dude who helped him become Mrs. Doubtfire,
Right.
he was gay, right?
Yes,
Right.
it was.
He
Very
had a
blatantly
whole
obvious.
movie with some of the most masculine men in the world, Wesley Snipes, um,
Tu Wong
Tu
Fu.
Wong
Right.
Fu.
right, you know
He
what
Right.
I'm
got
saying?
them.
Like
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze,
Right.
John Leguizamo, like these
I mean, hell, RuPaul.
RuPaul. You know what I'm
RuPaul
saying?
RuPaul released a whole CD, and everybody thought RuPaul was a woman.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like I guess that's where I get lost at when I hear, oh, we don't get represented. I'm like, throughout my whole childhood, I can name movies or I can pick and see where y'all are represented at.
Y'all got a
And never
whole.
in a bad light.
They have a whole TV channel called Logo.
Logo.
Right.
They Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, like
RuPaul's Drag Race.
you know
Queer
what
as
I'm saying?
folk.
And like I said, it could be my ignorance. Maybe I
Right.
don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
I'm
they're
not a
represented. They are represented. And it's not. And this is not to downplay what they're fighting for.
right.
They were fighting for rights. That's what they were fighting for. They wasn't fighting to be seen in movies or to be seen
Mm-hmm.
on TV.
Because they
They
wanted to
just
be
wanted the
regular
same rights
people.
as it. Right. They want to be regular people like everybody else, and they want the same rights that everybody else has. They want to be able to get married. They want to
Right.
that's what they're fighting for. They weren't fighting for y'all to be like, oh, we gonna put y'all in all these movies. We already see they already represented in
Right.
movies.
Right.
I don't know. I just think, like I said, it kills. It cuts the leg off a movie or a TV show before it can even
Right.
get running.
Before it can even get any traction.
Right.
Right.
And that's what I don't get. And like I said, a lot of people from that community don't buy tickets. They don't buy merchandise. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't
Right.
buy it. They just don't. Because it's not reflecting. And a lot of these things that they do, it's not, money isn't, or they buy it for just that one particular episode or issue, or, you know what I'm saying? And then they leave it. So it's like, I don't know. I do not know, but we can keep it moving, man. Shout out to Kenya Bears. Shout out to Kobe for making it on, man. I ain't even asked you how you doing, man. How you doing, Kobe?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just been crazy busy, but I'm good. Been kind of waiting on I start rehearsals next week for the play.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so kind of waiting on that to start. But other than that, man, I've just been working, and I'm gonna do Halloween Horror Nights this weekend too.
Are you going this weekend?
Yeah, I already went once, but I'm gonna go back this weekend and get the stuff we didn't get a chance to do.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mika said they need to do a Spirit Halloween house down there, Halloween horror.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That would probably go.
Look, that line will be wrapped all the way down around the whole damn Universal
Oh,
Studios.
no doubt. You ain't lying.
Express line? What express line? You gonna be in a regular line like everybody else?
What I keep hearing people say is now that I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but the Comcast or NBC trying to buy Warner Brothers.
I don't know how true that is. I've heard
it from a few different places, but like I said, I don't really know what'll come of it, but I've heard it from a few different places, so I at least kind of want to acknowledge it. I've heard a lot of people talk about just that could be good for both companies.
And just give my
2 cents, right?
I heard about it saying that he came in to, you know what I'm saying, to flip it and sell it.
Zaslav, right? That's exactly right.
And if you think about it, yeah,
it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it doesn't, because he hired people like Alan, you know what I'm saying, Alan Horn and all these,
right,
these long-term people, you know what I'm saying. And I think it's not that it's against the law, but it's some antitrust issues along with that. Right? I would foresee because now you're only dealing with what? NBC and Disney for the most part. Like there's no other entertainment studio. That's it. Mm-hmm. And I think it's bad form on people, because I believe in competition breeds innovation, right? If there's no companies to compete anymore, we the ones who gonna get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
When we were just talking about representation and diversity, you won't get diversity. You're gonna get what they want to give you, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
So me, you know what I'm saying? If I say I got a film and I go to whatever the new company is, and that ain't what they own this year, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? I won't have the opportunity to go from this studio to that studio to that studio to pitch my idea. Now it's only 2 studios, right?
Right.
Because all the other smaller studios have been eaten up, and it's just now one big giant conglomerate. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with it, and I think
we would lose a lot.
I think it's a lose-lose. But I understand why people would think that. It does look like a flip, you know, because I'm renovating, you know,
right? Cleaning house, right?
Cleaning house. It looks like a flip, but I don't know, man. We won't. I don't think he can sell again until what, 2025 or something like that. That's when the ink dries officially, I think. So, but I don't know, man. I think assets might be able to get sold off, but I don't think Warner Brothers as a whole will be sold off. That's how I look at it.
I feel that.
So, but yeah, I heard that. I was like, don't start that. Like, don't even push that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, let this man do what he do first. Let's see what we can get out of it. Because even if that is on his mind right now, if he puts out some projects within that time and they go,
right,
he might, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man, I got a little money maker here. And I think that's another thing too. A lot of people think Warner Brothers can't make money,
which is not true.
That's not true.
It's not true.
It's not. They got some of the best.
They're still busting it. Yeah, it might not look like it because every Marvel movie makes $1 billion, but Warner Brothers still be stomping.
Well, and see, this is another thing too. I think a lot of people are enamored by what Disney's doing. Disney ain't doing the best.
They really ain't doing the best, right?
They ain't doing the best. It's that
Universal is out there making money.
Say that again.
Universal.
Yeah, Universal.
Every Fast and the Furious movie makes money.
Yeah, be killing.
Yeah, every one of them make at least $700 million.
And it'll go down. It'll probably be one of the most profitable franchises in movies
of all time. Oh, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Cause look what they built it from.
Right. From nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, from absolutely nothing.
It was like, this movie won't do good, and the movie did.
Nothing. Who is Vin Diesel and who is this other guy? Like, who is
right.
That was supposed to be a one and done. You know that was a one and done.
It was supposed. Yeah, it totally was supposed to be a one and done.
That was a one and done. We was never supposed to see Vin Diesel in the car again.
Right. And they built 8 movies out of
'cause
that shit.
if you go back and watch that first one, it's just like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
It's not anywhere near what it is now. Yeah.
But it's a product of the
That
times
is me,
changing.
bro.
Because it was
This
like
is
it
true.
was stuck in. It was like a '90s movie, but it was trying to, it was because it came out 2001. I remember I
Right.
had just got out of boot camp. That was the first movie I saw out of boot camp. Go
Right.
see it, and you can just because the soundtrack was hot too. You know what I'm saying? This was when movies
Right.
was led by their soundtracks and stuff, especially if it was an urban film.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
right.
urban
that's
film.
so right. Yeah, it
You
is
know
an
what I'm
urban
saying?
film.
That was an urban film. Vin Diesel, regardless of how he look, he's a black guy. You know what I'm
Regardless
saying?
of it's acting. Yep.
He a black dude, and they made sure Murder Inc. and Ja Rule and Vita and all of them people was all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Was
On
in
the
it,
track.
all up
Yeah.
in that shit, right?
All of-
And
you
in the movie,
And in the and in the movie.
all in the videos, right?
Yep.
Dancing, singing, right?
Yeah, they made sure that, you know what I'm saying, and it, like you
It
said,
blew
from nothing
up.
to
Yeah.
700, 800
Blew
million.
the fuck up.
The one when he died, when Paul Walker died, that hit $1 billion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that was $1 billion. So
Everybody got a piece of that. Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth got a piece.
oh yeah, he got a Grammy.
Everybody got a piece of that shit. Of his
Right,
good
I was gonna
death.
say,
Right. Got a Grammy out of that shit, right?
He was like, I still live off the money from that.
Yeah.
That damn
Right.
song.
They play that shit on the radio daily. Like
They play
daily.
it, right. If you listen to smooth jazz, and they
Oh,
playing
yeah.
a smooth jazz
Pop
version
that
of
shit.
it.
Oh, right. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Instrumental version, right.
Yep. But yeah, no, yeah, Warner Brothers, they make money, but
Yeah, they can do it.
some of the fat needs to be trimmed, and I think that's what he's doing. And sometimes you buy that fixer upper, and it looked like you just blew the whole house up, and you know what I'm saying, like ain't nothing but 4 walls, a roof, and the foundation left, and then you come back couple months later, and it's a fucking Taj Mahal, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's and I feel like he knows where the money is, though.
yeah,
He knows where Warner Brothers' money is. He knows it. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the first things he did was like as president, CEO, was had a conversation with J.K. Rowling. You know what I'm saying? That's where
why I
y'all's
don't
money is at.
right, and that's why I don't think he would sell because
That's what I'm saying. They got opportunity to make too much money.
right, and he's mending too many relationships. Why would I mend this relationship just to say we selling, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, right. Like, yeah, because Dan Lin got a promotion.
right.
Yeah, and Roy Lee got a promotion too.
I don't need to mend fences if I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
If
Sell
you
it
finna
on.
swing for them bitches, right? Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, because I feel like with the right formula, and he said it, they're going to use the formula that Marvel's using.
Mhm.
They're not basically don't mean that they're copying off of them, but we're going to give y'all 2 or 3 movies a year,
Right.
and we're going to build them up just like they did.
Right.
Why not?
We got
That's
time.
the way to
Basically,
do it.
to me, I think he believes they have time. We have time.
Yeah,
have
they
to
got
rush
enough
that out.
assets that make money.
Right. We don't have to rush nothing out. Let me fix, let me cut, trim this fat. Let me build this up over here. Let me call a contractor, you know what I'm saying, to come in and look at this.
Right.
Like, I got time, you know what I'm saying? I just bought it. I got time. I got some movies already in the tuck to whenever I'm ready to release. I got Black Adam. I got what's the other big movies? Oh, not why I was about
The
to say
Flash,
part. Oh yeah, The Flash. I was gonna say Kong, Godzilla, and
Aquaman.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I got movies ready to go, so
Right.
I got
Mhm.
money that's gonna be coming in my way. And yes,
Right.
I know we in debt because a lot of people, they're in debt, but what companies don't operate in debt? I want to know how much debt Disney's in when they bought Fox. How much debt is
Right.
Netflix in after
Every company operates at a deficit. Yeah.
So
Right.
let them move. Let them
Look
build
at your
it.
economy. That shit operates at a deficit
Right.
every day.
Mhm. This is America. We don't even know it. You know,
Right.
been in debt since inception.
Everybody in debt around this.
We owe everybody money. Shit.
Right. So you know what I mean? But yeah,
Right.
I'm just, when I see WB News, I don't even read it too much no more now because
I feel you because it's just trying to create buzz around
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. No
And-
press is all press is good press.
it's a lot of people who praised him when he came in, oh yeah, he's gonna be, and now that he's doing what he's doing, I feel like they turned on it because, especially with the whole Batgirl thing, and you know what I'm saying, like if you buy a company and you see some shit that just ain't gonna work,
You
and
get
it's,
rid of
you
it.
know what I'm saying, right?
If you're a good boss,
If
that's
you're a good
exactly what you
boss,
do.
right? You say, oh no, we ain't putting this out, bro, because
Fuck
I
that.
spent my
Y'all,
name
I
ain't
got a
going.
reputation, right? That's exactly right. I got a reputation to uphold, and you ain't finna fuck it up with
Right.
this.
My name ain't going on this. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I feel like that's why they got so much pushback on that Batgirl shit. Because I feel like that movie has some fuck shit going on.
Well, it was a
And that's
movie
why he
made
right.
for streaming, and then they threw some extra money on top of it to. So it's like I don't think it was a bad. Let me preface this: I don't think it was a bad film. It was a
No, I
bad
don't think it was a bad
theatrical
film.
film.
I just feel like it has some shit going on that I feel like it was just like to screw up the continuity of the universe by putting this movie out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And making people more confused by having 3 different Batman and no clear plan and all that other stuff. That's where I think that's the problem was.
I think it was a goofy movie.
Right.
I think
and he was like, "No, we don't need this right now."
Right, we don't need this. I think it was, and when I say goofy, I mean the tone of it. I think it was campy. I think it was like I say, film for streaming. A lot of people say it was like CW.
Oh yeah, it looked like it. It looked like it.
And a lot of people are like, oh, it wasn't Michael Keaton. When I said, do you know who Michael Keaton is? Like, you know what I mean?
He's a comedic actor before he's a serious actor, right?
Mr. Mom and
Beetlejuice,
right?
He's a comedian first.
This dude he would do you know what I'm saying? Like he would do campy. Oh, but Michael Keaton wouldn't do a movie like that. Yes, the fuck he would. Like that's right up his alleyway. Right. Oh, you want me to go ahead and be
loves shit like that?
A zany Bruce Wayne, I can do that shit all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a little snippet of that in Batman when he was like, "You want to get nuts?
Right.
We got a little bit of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know why people think that Michael Keaton was in it. That oh no, this is gonna be serious and this is gonna be. Tim Burton did the fucking 2 Batman movies. Like you know what I'm saying? Like come on.
Tim Burton is not a serious director at all.
He's not.
All his movies are whimsical and fun.
Matter of fact, he wanted when Tim Burton was doing what he did, he wanted it to be cartoony, right? They said no, we're not doing. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing a serious ass Batman
because
movie.
The thing is, they wanted it to reflect what was going on in the comic books. Batman did this hard, edgy turn in the comic books. It was the 80s. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why. Schumacher came and he even tried to zany it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But he had to walk the fine line that he could do. You know what I'm saying? So nah, man.
That's why Marlon ain't Robin. Yeah, because shit would have been too zany.
Too zany. Too
right. Could you imagine?
Too wacky.
If they had just let them flow, like damn, that shit would have been raw.
Think about the suit that Chris O'Donnell wore, the silver accents and shit. Think about that on Marlon with his afro.
Right.
That shit would have been goofy, bro. Like I agree.
I think it would have been good, and I think it would have worked. But like you said, like nah,
it would have been goofy.
It would have been goofy. Now it would have worked for who was the last director who did the Clooney one?
Schumacher.
Was that Schumacher also?
Yes. And Batman and Robin, yeah.
Okay, so they just said, okay, so I guess they was done. They was done with Batman.
He had one more movie he wanted to do, and they said, nah, we can't sell toys based on what you want to do. Yeah. Nah, we'll cut it for now.
Especially going into the 90s, you had Batman that was probably the most serious cartoon.
The animated series, no doubt. No doubt.
That was dark.
That shit was live.
That shit was dark.
That was, real good storytelling. Like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I remember they dropped the Phantasm. Batman Phantasm came out.
Yeah, that's my favorite Batman movie of all time.
Come on, man. You can't.
The favorite of all time.
We gotta put you on hold for a minute, bro. Schumacher, we gotta put you on hold. Nope. But let's keep it moving. This will be the last topic. I want to talk about The Woman King. Did y'all go see it? Anybody go see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't had a chance to go to the movies, but I probably will go do it Saturday.
Okay.
I probably will go see it Saturday.
Go see it, man. It's It's one of them. I will say that it's
Yeah,
one of them.
I heard it was good.
The controversy surrounding it, I think, is good controversy. It's the talks that you want to have. Well, some of the controversy, because then you get it's a lot of I see a lot of these dudes, man, who claim to be manly men bring up certain things about this movie, and I'm like, dog, if you're a man like that, you're a man, right? Like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
What, feeling like emasculated?
yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really know how to approach it, because they're, you know what I'm saying, they're like, oh, it's these females and they're beating up on men and they're making men look bad and the king is
Bruh,
weak.
this
Yeah,
shit really probably happened.
I said,
Like, this is probably historically accurate as fuck.
well, that they for the most
That's the
part,
point.
it is, you know what I'm saying, historic.
Right.
It's a lot of history. I won't say accurate. It's a lot of,
A
it
lot of
is
basis. It's
right.
it's grounded in reality.
It's based in history, right?
Right.
It is some historical liberties taken, which is
Fair
fine.
enough.
And nobody
It's a
said that this
movie.
was the, you know what I'm saying, the history of,
Definitive.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying. But I didn't I didn't feel that way. I watched this, you know, I got a daughter, you know what I'm saying. I looked at it to like, this is the movie for her, right? Me watching this movie, I thought it was a well put together film. Who is it? Diana Prince by the Wood, I think is her name. Or is it just Diana by the Wood? Or Prince by the Wood? What? The director, her.
Mm-hmm.
She did her thing with this. We had a lot of glistening, dark-skinned beauties running around, you know what I'm saying? Like, me as a man, I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, look, she bad,
Right.
she bad, she
What you
look
mad
good.
about?
What
Like,
you mad about? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and I adore Viola Davis. I don't know how much I've said this on this uh YouTube channel.
I think she's a treasure. I agree.
I think Viola Davis is the bee's knees. She the
Yeah,
shit to
she
me.
is so diverse,
She
man.
is.
Like,
She like the shit to me.
right.
Uh,
Right.
so
I feel
I
that.
was I was in awe watching her, just to know what she did to get her body in shape, and to, you know what I'm saying. She
What they
did.
Right.
all
She
did,
did. She did Ma Rainey. Then came and did this.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gained
Right.
weight for Ma Rainey
And then put on
and
muscle
lost
for
it
this. Right.
to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is, come on, man.
It's
Give this
dedication.
lady all her flowers and kudos, man. But no, the movie
She
was
got a
good.
gold statue yet?
Yeah, but not as a
Lead.
Not as a
lead.
lead.
Yeah, not as a lead.
That's
Um,
unfortunate.
they got to do something with this. This
Yeah. That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
this
She
movie is
deserves it.
already in Oscar talks.
in Oscar talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I like to hear that.
I wanted to say maybe they should have waited just you know what I'm saying, because the Oscars is in what, November,
Right.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have just slid it 1 month, just, you know what I'm saying, so it's still fresh on, you know what I'm saying, people's minds. But now, I really, really, really enjoyed this movie, man. I really don't have too much bad things to say about it. But I want to get into the article. I wanted to preface everything by getting into this article. Where am I at?
Okay.
Boom, Woman's King box office secret behind its success and why you shouldn't rule out a sequel. Says TriStar's Nicole Brown, who guided the movie, says the film can be a door opener for more Black stories to be told. So, and let's go back to representation, right? I
Right.
think, Mika, you got something to say? I think it's
No.
about
No.
no. What?
I was gonna. I
We on
guess
the
I was
same
gonna.
wavelength?
No, because it's always. We always hear this is gonna lead to more Black stories being told. This is gonna lead to more Black stories.
We hear that all the time.
We
We
hear
do.
that all the
We do.
time.
But let me say the reason why I like, if she's saying this in regards to this movie, why I like this. This was just like Black Panther, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what Black Panther did. $1 billion. Black Panther, to me, opened the gate for this. Now, I think the floodgate should have opened, but it didn't. You know what? Let me not say it, because we got Jordan Peele out of that,
We
right?
did.
We got Jordan
Yep.
Peele out of that, but I think it should be more of this, because this to me this is how you tell a Black story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it didn't put nobody down.
Right.
It tells an ugly truth. I don't want to give it away on unless some of y'all done, unless you done read about it already, but there's an ugly truth involved in this that some of us might not
It,
like to see or like to hear about.
Right.
But
well,
suck it up. That's history. That's what I'm saying.
right.
What
That's
happened?
what it's about.
I
And
Right.
mean,
I've seen some people complain about it, like, "Oh, we shouldn't tell." No, if we're gonna tell our
Nah,
stories,
bro, we're gonna
tell the
tell
whole
we're
history.
gonna tell
That's
our
gotta
story.
story.
happen. Right.
Tell the whole story, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
That's
You know
gotta
what I'm saying?
happen. Yeah, we gotta
That's
have our
that's
history.
what you do. And that's why I don't have a problem with saying open up the door, because maybe we will start being a little bit more vulnerable and letting, because us as black people, we vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, or we don't want, we hold it so close, you know what I'm saying, like what we say, don't, I was just in the play, don't go airing, you know what I'm saying, grandma's laundry.
Dirty
we
laundry.
don't
Right.
we don't want our stuff out. Oh, don't even with the whole when the Will Smith thing, right? Oh, you can't be acting like that around white folks. That was a narrative that floated around. But
Mm-hmm.
how can we tell our stories, right?
Right.
Because we always talk about, oh, we need to tell our stories if we're not going to tell our stories.
Right.
So that's what I want to see. Tell our stories.
Right.
And to me, this is a good starting point. Not just, I know Black Panther came out, but Black Panther is really just what I'm saying, that
Right.
story, but it's a white establishment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is a black story. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's other stories out there just like this. We get a Greek story, a Thor, a Zeus, Clash of the Titans with
10 times over.
you know what I'm saying? It's
They'll
time for us
remake the
to
shit before
right
they'll give
remake
us
it,
one.
remix it, flip it, fold it, reverse it, whatever. They gonna give
Right.
you Vikings. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? Give us some, yes. Give us the and you know what? I know we even said that we tired of slave stories. I watched, and it was a show that came. I guess it's probably about a year, 2 years old now. It was the good Lady Bird. Y'all ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
It had from Training Day in it was Ethan Hawke, is that his
Ethan
name?
Hawke. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about John Brown, and he had got this little slave. He was a slave boy, but he thought it was a girl. And it's a comedy. This is what's dope. If y'all get an opportunity to watch it, go watch it.
What's it
And
called again?
I think it's called the Good Lady Bird or Good Lord Bird. Good Lord Bird.
Okay.
And John Brown is a nut. Straight
Okay.
up whack, just whacked out. Everything is the Bible, the Lord. The Lord says we gotta free these slaves, and this is my brother. One of the best scenes is when he goes and he visits Frederick Douglass. He called him the what do you call him? The Negro God. I'm going to see the Negro God. That's what he said.
Hmm?
That scene, man. Look, that is that because it's what I'm saying. It's a comedy. It's like a parody on what I'm saying. Like because all slave stories, they can still tell have that filthy truth involved in it. But
Right.
this is one that kind of it didn't make light of the situation, but it was a comedy.
Right.
And the
No.
boy, the
Right.
boy, he was like, oh, well, if they want me to be a girl, he was like, well, if John Brown want me to be a girl, because he was a slave, boy, he don't really know no better,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this was actually this was right before the Civil War happened, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, shit, if he want me to be a girl, I'll be a girl. So he, being a girl, they called him Onion. Yeah, this is my little friend here, my companion Onion, you know what I'm saying? But it's a diverse cast. Check it out. That's all go check that out, man.
I'll check it out.
It's dope, man. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, but we need more. Just if we need more stories. I think we got more stories to tell. Whether it's we got the one that had Kang in it. The horror one. Shit. Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft.
So,
Yeah.
We
and then they
got like
canceled it.
it's story like that, and that's what
They
I mean.
canceled it.
Yeah, they can. I
Yeah.
know, but
They couldn't give us
we-
me and Kamisha Green.
I
was
don't know
too
what
raw
the
for 'em.
politics. You know what? The more I think about it, I think they might have canceled it because of what's going on now with WB and HBO.
Mm.
And somebody might have seen the right. I just wish she could have taken it someplace else because
Right.
you know what I'm saying. That's those stories need to be, especially since it was the what it was based off of is Lovecraft. That dude was a big racist,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and for him, for us to flip the story and to what I'm saying to be with black
Right.
folks and
That
stuff
takes
like that, I
talent.
think that's and that's the original Kenya Barris. Listen to me, man. Do not do Wizard of Oz, bro. That's lazy.
Right.
You want LGBTQ representation? Come up with your own Wizard of Oz story. Come up with your own. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? It can be done.
It can be done.
It can be
I got
done.
about 4 or 5 ideas that could start from something right now. All it takes is a little creativity. That's all it takes.
If you sit down trying to wrap your head around trying to modernize Wizard of Oz, that means you got enough talent in your mind
Right. That's my thoughts exactly.
to recreate something all entirely in itself. You know what I mean? So, but back to this article. Says the competition between Hollywood studios is fierce and sharp as a spear. On the opening weekend of most films, rival executives quit to judge a snipe. That wasn't so the case with Woman King, the female-led epic action adventure that opened to a better than expected 19.1 million over the 16 through 18 September weekend at the domestic box office. Usually, everyone is rooting against you, says Sony Motion Picture Group Chairman Josh Greenstein. That's so true, but everyone is coming together for this one. It's a win for Hollywood. Yada yada. Where am I at? Want to talk about her? What she said about? Kudos to Sony's TriStar division for believing in the Woman King. Says one Hollywood executive. The picture had a high risk profile, and TriStar succeeded in producing terrific art and an important picture, probably getting several Academy Award nominations and making a nice profit. Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: it says this picture had a high risk profile. Why is this a high risk profile?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Probably because of this the ugly
Social
truth.
justice, I get, right?
The ugly truth. Because we we say we're tired of slave movies and things like that, but then this is telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, let's just I ain't gonna say telling the truth. It's depicting what happened, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
during that time, right? So we all know that. I mean, and I'm not trying to give the movie away either, but just basically we knew that other African nations
So, right.
sold other African
Mhm.
nations into slavery, right?
Oh yeah, of
That's
course.
the ugly truth, right? So that's why it was that would be a high risk, because they're like, oh, how's the African American community gonna take this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, here we go again, more slavery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can see why they would say it would be a high risk, and also all female cast too. You have your ego bruised men who are like, oh, there ain't there be no men, that would never happen.
But that's what they did. And
Right.
when they say that, I'm like, man, go look up the Dohime, man. Go look up
them
those
chicks is
women.
raw.
They
Right.
was one of the Portuguese and the British, when they used to come into that part of Africa, they were scared of. They reigned for a long time. They were rhinoceros hunters at first. That's how they started.
See,
Or I'm sorry, not right, elephant hunters. That's how they started. The reason why they became warriors is because it was so many men dying that the king said, shit, I need bodies.
right.
And
Train up these
these
women.
girls over here is kicking ass with these elephants. So train them up, and they became the most fiercest, ruthless, brutal fighting force in that part of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Feared. And he was. So I think the women served under, I want to say, 3 or 4 kings. And one of the kings is the character who John Boyega portrayed. But they wanted, because they said normally the surrounding empires or cultures or whatever, they wouldn't keep their armies together. If they needed armies, then hey, we need armies, yada yada yada. Well, they said, fuck that. They gave them uniforms. Y'all are army. That's it. Y'all don't do nothing else. Y'all work strictly for the king now. Y'all are army. You know what I mean?
Right.
and they were an army. You know what I mean? So nah, these women were bad. Um, they were called that. You know, they were called the Amazons. You know what I mean? Like if somebody showed up to your country and see the women whooping ass and give them the name after some mythical Greek goddesses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah, they put in work.
Right.
They ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not like they act like the stuff that when they fighting these dudes, like they was just on some Wonder Woman type shit.
Right.
No, this was they was getting their ass handed to them. Like it wasn't no, they were just out here. You know, the girls is 130 pounds soaking wet, and then you get this big, 6'5", 230, and she just manhandling him. No,
He beat that ass first.
it took surviving a beating or using your head. You know what I'm saying? Even let's go back to because I seen the same people who argue who say, "Oh man, the woman." It was this last Predator movie that came out, Prey.
Right.
Oh, how this little girl gonna beat the Predator? I said, y'all must ain't never watched no Predators. Nobody can stand hand to hand with a Predator. Nobody.
Right.
From Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny Glover to whatever. None of them won with this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody won with this. That's what it was about.
Right.
She was just smart.
That's it.
That's it.
She was smart. She survived long enough to where the you know what I'm saying, the shit that she used on her brain worked. And if it didn't work, she was done, dead meat. Arnold Schwarzenegger the same way, right?
Yeah.
He tried to go toe to toe, use weapons and stuff. The shit didn't work until he said, you know what? Let me see what I can, you know what I'm saying, use the surrounding, the jungle to my advantage. It took all of that to take down the Predator. I think Danny Glover was probably the only one who really didn't use his brain. I think he just got lucky.
Yeah.
I think he just got, but it wasn't through brute force that he won though. Right?
No.
It wasn't through brute force that he won.
He had to hunt that thing down. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. I don't. I'm tired of, and I'm not trying to like sound like a simp or anything like that. But come on, dudes. If you're a man, your masculinity shouldn't be hurt because a woman is excelling. Right. At the end of the day, Mika, I'm a man, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to see you succeed, but I'm a man. You getting to woman king status is not hurting me.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be a king. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I don't get. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
it's like you would want a woman like this,
yeah,
a woman that can.
Right. You should anyway. Right.
You get into a fight, she ain't over there just like, oh my God, surround. Like she over there like, we doing this together.
Yeah, nah, like, hey, top rope.
Right.
Right. Grab him by the ankle. I got it.
So us especially as black men, we gotta quit trying to make it seem like that because women are excelling, especially into, you know what I'm saying, this whole men versus women thing. And this is kind of why I really wanted to talk about this, is because of the men versus women that's going on in society right now. It's really no need for it. Everybody has their faults. Let's kiss, hug, talk about it, and
just
be better.
People, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And be better. Times change. Believe it or not, people, times change.
Yeah.
Times change. 200 years ago, 300 years ago, ain't today. Right?
Oh, right.
And 200, 300 years ago, hell, 5, 10 years. The crazy thing is from 1990 to today, totally different. That's what's that, 30 years. Yeah. In those 30 years, time changed the fastest it's probably ever changed in human existence, I would say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think times changed just that fast within those 30 years. Just wow. Because if you look at the time scale shit, how long did we do horse and carriage? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How long did that last? A long time. We went from, as soon as the invention of the car, shit, we don't even want cars no more. We want, you know what I'm saying? Like, car. If you put how long a car is lasting and you put it up towards the
Horse
early,
and
you know what I'm saying,
carriage.
first transportation, horse and carriage.
Right.
Come on, man. That's like a blink of an eye. And we already we from cars to planes to spaceships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Times change, societies change, hierarchies change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're strong in who you are, well, care, but Mika could go on and be the biggest superstar skater slash cosplayer slash shoemaker slash mom slash, you know what I'm saying?
All that.
All of that. And I'll be like, damn, I want to be like
Deserve every bit of it.
go Mika, go. I want to be like
Right.
Mika. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, women are dope, man. Women are dope.
Always have been and always will be.
I can never hate on a woman. I don't even know how men call themselves men hating on women. That's what I don't get. That's what I don't. Now I will call a woman out though. They ain't excluded. Now I call some fuck women do some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We all do.
We all do. But that's what I'm saying. We all have our own issues and accountabilities that we need to hold ourselves to. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and it's 2022, so it's equality, right? So
Right.
yeah.
If you
Y'all gonna get all this equality. That's what be ready for it. Be
right.
Ready.
All of it.
But if you and your feelings about a movie about some women who were just strong as fuck about history.
About history.
Right. You're mad about history because like these women didn't exist. This is not fiction. This ain't fiction.
This really happened, right?
This really happened. So what are you mad about?
For years it happened. Not just like
won't you build a time machine and make it not happen?
This, you know what I'm saying? This ain't like the 300 because you know 300 was real, but that was a quick campaign.
Right.
These women did what they were doing for these you go the Spartans. These women are the Spartans of their time.
They are the female Spartans of their time. What's the deal?
I don't know.
Oh, so men can walk around with 6-pack abs. I'm pretty sure not everybody that's part of the 300 look like gods.
I know. That's this. I don't know, man. I'm trying to find. She said something about a sequel. Trying to find
a possible sequel.
Yeah, maybe they ain't in this one. But what I read, she was saying that if they do a sequel, and this is coming from Viola Davis, she said she would want her character to be killed off quick, so the other characters can come to the forefront, especially Nawe. And I said, you know what? That's dope. That's forward thinking, right? And that's being creative.
Right. Being creative.
That's being creative. But and it would and see Nate what's Nate's last name?
Burris?
We're doing Black Panther. Nate
Moore.
Nate Moore. Listen to Viola Davis, man. She giving you a way you wanna tug on heartstrings, or you want to incorporate T'Challa's passing. If you're gonna kill him, kill him.
Right.
If you're gonna kill the king, kill the king.
Don't half-ass to it.
Don't half-ass it. Kill him. Make it part of the story. Because this, I'm sorry, him dying off screen and that ain't part
bullshit.
Of the story. That's bullshit. Have him go out the way a fucking king should go out. A warrior king
in battle.
In battle, yeah.
I'll still be mad that you killed him because there ain't no reason to kill him. But
but at least give you a little bit of chop for it.
Right. I salute you on. You get a small. You get one of them. That officer that you don't like.
Whatever.
get one of them. You know what I'm saying? But y'all salute on the inside though, huh, Mika?
Mm-mm.
Y'all don't really salute on the inside.
Mm-mm.
Do you know the origin?
Unless you're reporting.
Unless
you're reporting.
You know the origin of the salute?
I did when I had to go before the board, but as a senior NCO, I'm good.
I thought it was dope. Even though we use it wrong nowadays, it's to show that you're unarmed.
Right.
So I thought
Now,
I said, oh,
just
that's
now it's just a way to show
yeah,
officers that you giving them their
right.
respects.
His respect.
Right.
I mean, yeah, whatever, sir. Just because you went to school don't mean shit.
Right.
Shoot, I got more degrees than most. Let me hush.
Oh man, but no, this movie is dope, man. This movie is dope. I hope I think you can do a sequel. I mean 300 got a sequel.
It was trash.
It was tragic. That's
I
because
never even watched it.
what's it called wasn't involved. Frank Miller wasn't involved with it.
Yeah,
Right.
that 300 sequel was trash.
Yeah. Frank Miller wasn't involved. That's just like RoboCop. All the RoboCop sequels was trash because Frank Miller wasn't involved with it. Except, wait, hold on.
Paul Verhoeven wasn't involved with him either.
No, he
Paul
was all the
Verhoeven
way
is the
to,
shit.
he didn't do the third one. He did the
He didn't
second.
do the third. That's right. Okay, that's
He
right.
didn't do the third one. The third one, that was the special effects, just nightmare. You could see
Right.
him flying with the string still, like that was just bad.
Right.
But again, it's all about like when you do a sequel, it's all about capturing that magic again, right?
Right.
Like when you saw the first RoboCop, you was like,
Yeah.
"That's a damn man's face inside of a robot."
I feel that for sure. You never seen that like that before.
Yeah,
So then you get the second one, and you're like, "Nah, that's
Yeah.
a man's face inside of a
The
robot."
second one, I didn't. The second one was dope to me because of because we dealing with Detroit. I don't know. Detroit was just the worst place in
Detroit
history
was
doing that.
raw.
It was just bad, right? But it was dealing with the drugs and all of that. And then when they put Kane and he became a robot and all that.
That is
I
right.
just
Yeah.
it was, you know what I'm saying? I thought, I don't know, I was young still. I just thought that was one of the dopest things, you know what I'm saying? And the new Ed 209.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh
He
god, that
can
was
walk downstairs.
terrible.
That was like, I think they had that on Robot Chicken one time. Like
They did. Ed
209.
They,
Oh man.
they stayed doing parodies on Robot Chicken and
Yeah, they
RoboCop.
That's because they're fans.
Yeah.
Everything they parody, they love. You
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah, that was now like RoboCop. Even, you know what? When they remade RoboCop, I was sad. I was sad because they tried to modernize. They put Samuel Jackson in it, and they tried to play on the
InfoWars
like
thing.
Trump.
Yeah.
He was kind of
No,
like
he was more like Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Yeah, like Alex Jones.
Right.
And I just didn't like that because that ain't what, RoboCop was about.
Revenge. No, I'm just
Well, no, it was about corrupt police.
Yeah.
Right.
The big thing about RoboCop was corrupt police. It wasn't even, I mean, the new remake had that in it too, but we didn't need a driving force, like you said, an Alex Jones.
It was character. Like social commentary.
Yeah, we didn't need that. Just give me the corrupt police, and you know what I'm saying. And they just made it too futuristic. And that's another thing too. When remaking these movies, some of these movies can't be remade because we already passed that expiration date for when that movie was even made, right?
Because the original RoboCop was supposed to be in the future.
Right. It was supposed to be in the future.
It was in the future. It would have been this time.
Yeah. But I think it was like, you know what? I want to look that up now. Now that you say that, I'm gonna see what RoboCop, what year. The setting
it's like the year 2029. Bro, they would have had flying cars because for some reason there was always flying cars in the.
Okay, so RoboCop was set in 2043.
Yep. See.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they still didn't have flying cars.
Well, I mean, the Jetsons, I think at the same time, because they say George Jetson was just born last month. He would have been born last month. So, yeah. Damn. The future is trash. what we thought the future was going to be, you know what I'm saying?
It's garbage, right?
I mean, we may not have flying cars, but we got electric cars now.
We have electric cars. But how long did that take? And that's a slow roll.
It's still right. It's still not perfect yet.
That's a
slow roll. Chevy was like, y'all gonna get these electric cars. You getting an Equinox and a Blazer. What else you want
Right.
from us?
I think I don't know if y'all remember Transformers the cartoon. That was the year 2005.
See,
Wow.
2005. That's
they
wild.
they thought that when we got to this time in our in hit or in the future that
Yeah.
we were going to
in the
be
future.
flying around in flying cars like the
Yep.
Jetsons, and we were going to be living in the sky because living on Earth was the smog would have been too toxic to live on the
But you know
planet.
what? I still and I know I just made that statement about movies in the future. I still want a Jetsons movie. We got Flintstones. I still would like a Jetsons movie.
I would like a live action
Yeah,
Jetsons movie.
I still would like a live action Jetsons. I still think it could work.
And you can't make like don't make Rosie like a sexy ass robot, okay? Like
No, she should be the whole
keep her
boxy,
keep her
ugly ass.
boxy
Yeah,
looking. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because they'll do some shit like that. They're like, no,
yeah.
we made Rosie extra
It
sexy and
you
added
know
some curves to her body. Wait
it'd
a
be
Right.
Megan.
minute.
It'd be Megan the Stallion.
Oh God. Oh
No, please
It'll
don't
God.
be
say
Megan the
that.
Stallion. No, I think it'll work because don't put a actual time frame. Just put in the not so distant future,
There
right?
you go.
Say something
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
And do not. I hate to say it. Don't race bend. Just give me some new black characters that didn't exist, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't need a cornucopia of his kid. You know what I'm saying? Like uh the daughter being mulatto or his wife being black, the daughter, and now the kid
Right.
gets mixed. And nah, just give me the white family.
Right. Give it to me the right way. Right.
Give me the
Right.
white
Give
family.
me
I
give
think
me the Jetsons the way I know the
right the way I
Jetsons.
know the Jetsons.
Right.
Give me Mr. Sprocket and you know what I'm saying, all of that. And then you can start adding
Other
these other
characters.
pieces and characters. You know what I'm saying? Um Give me another family. There you go. Give me the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons. Oh, that would be dope. Like the Jeffersons
Right.
meet the Jetsons.
Yeah, give me the Jeffersons. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. There go the diverse cast that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you can do a lot with the Jetsons.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
Yeah, you can.
different families, different. You know what I'm saying? Think what was the movie with Adam Sandler and all of them? Chris Rock and all of them and
Grown
Grown
up.
ups.
grown ups.
And we got some dope sequels from that movie too.
Give me that. Give me. Matter of fact, you know what? Shit. Who wrote it? Did Adam Sandler and Chris Rock write that together? Let them do the Jetsons. I think they could do the Jetsons.
Why not?
I think they'll hold true to what the Jetsons is and
I
give us
think
a
so
good
too.
give us a good film. You know what I'm saying? Let him rock. Hell, even
Kevin James and
yeah, let
David
them
Spade. Yeah.
let
Rob
them all
Schneider.
sit in. Just give them 6 months to a year worth of writing this film, putting it all together, and you know what I'm saying. Come what is Spade? What's his name? David Spade and
Mm-hmm.
you can do it. What's his name? Gigolo.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Did you say that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
said Rob Schneider?
No, he said Kevin James. I think that's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did say Rob Schneider too,
You
though.
did say
But all of them. Yeah, all
just,
of them.
let her. There you go. I think that's your crew right there.
Right.
That's your crew. Shit, why not? Fuck around and Chris Rock will be fucking Mr. Jetson and that nah, man.
They're probably making Mr. Sprocket.
Nah. Like I said, I think Kevin James. Nah, I don't think he could be Mr. But
I mean, Danny DeVito is like hella old, but he would
he
make
is.
a
He.
good. He'd
I think
be
that's. I mean, he did look
Yeah, the
like
video can ride though.
he did look like
Mr. Sprocket.
Mr. Sprocket a little bit. Especially back then he did. I don't know about now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah,
Because Danny DeVito still acts, y'all. I mean,
no,
Yeah.
he's
Always
it's
Sunny in
always sunny.
Philadelphia.
yeah. He's got it's a movie he's coming out in
Yeah,
also.
right.
Movie,
He
I can't-
produced the Matilda play. You know that?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yep, he produced it.
You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I was gonna say we can get another Matilda, but now we don't need no more Matilda.
Nah, they got the Broadway version now.
Yeah, just
You call it a rap with that.
the live action was good enough. It did its thing.
It did what it had to do.
It did its thing. That's the last little thing I do want to bring up since you're here, Kobe. Let me take this out real quick. It was an article that I read about Kevin Feige saying the reason why Gore the God Butcher was portrayed the way he was portrayed and why he stuck behind it. Right.
Right.
Um, and it was him basically saying we hired Christian
Right.
Bale, and
Right.
if we would have put him in makeup and all of that, we wouldn't have got Christian Bale.
Mm.
I don't think that's true.
How you feel about that, man?
I think that's
You know
a
what?
cop out.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this as an actor.
Okay.
If you're an actor, don't that defeat the purpose? What do you mean? That's basically saying that I can't do my fucking job.
Right.
That's what when I heard that, I said, oh, so you didn't think he could do his fucking job?
That's why you hired Christian Bale.
Right. You hired him to do the fucking job. Like, him saying that didn't make sense. Why are they doubling down on you gave us a shitty product? Why do they double down?
Right. Why not
You
just let
gave
it
us
die?
a shitty product. That's it.
Right.
Oh, well, I don't think Christian Bale would have been able to. This is the dude who lost weight to be in The Machinist. This is the dude who gained weight to be fucking Dick Cheney. This is the dude who fucking put on prosthetics to be you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude
American Hustle, right.
Right. He's an actor.
He's a character actor.
That's what he is.
Right.
And you finna sit here and lie to everybody. Oh, I don't think Christian Bale would have been Christian Bale if we would have. Man, shit, this is why I'm like really like looking at Marvel like,
what are y'all doing? Like, what's going on over there?
Y'all pissing on us and saying, "Oh, it's raining. Look, it's raining." Like, no, y'all are fucking up, is what y'all doing, man.
Right.
Don't lie to me, man. Like, come on, this Christian Bale. When you hear the name Christian Bale attached to the film, people coming because it's Christian Bale.
Right.
Right.
That's why y'all really hired him.
That's why y'all hired him. If you would have if Christian Bale would have been in, Cousin It, right? And
right.
You ain't even know what the fuck is up under this fucking hairball that's floating. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, let Christian Bale be Christian. Y'all didn't let Christian Bale be Christian Bale. To me, we all seen it, right? You saw it, Mika?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, you saw it?
Yeah, for sure.
Was that like letting Christian Bale be Christian Bale?
Not at all.
Barely got screen time.
Like, if there's a character in it prosthetics and you know what I'm saying, whether it's having the tentacles for ears or not or whatever, but I shouldn't even know that that's Christian Bale.
Right.
I shouldn't know.
Shouldn't even have to, you know what I'm saying? You should be like, oh shit, that was him for real?
Christian Bale? Yeah, like, I shouldn't know. I should watch the whole movie, be looking for Christian Bale and not know that that's Christian Bale.
Right, the whole time.
Like
we're watching Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
If you didn't know that was Tom Cruise, you would have never known.
You know he's getting. They say he might do
Spin-off.
a movie. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man, if he do it, I need everybody else back though.
Yeah, I think that shit would be funny, right?
I need them all back, especially if he's trying to cast him in like another movie or something. I need him
right.
All. Gotta have him back. But yeah, no man, like think of what's somebody else? Your boy, Rocky Horror Show.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
His whole career was made on being made up as an actor.
Even though he hated the prosthetics.
I mean, don't nobody like the prosthetic. I ain't heard.
Right, nobody likes that shit.
Like, oh,
look at I'm gonna say Robert Englund is the best example.
Robert Englund, yeah.
Oh yeah, he hated.
How many? All right. People watch more of his movies with him with makeup on than they watch without it.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at any of the actors that have played Jason over the years.
Right. Yeah.
Or Michael Myers.
Kane Hodder very rarely shows his face.
Like I don't need to see your face to know that you're acting good or doing a good job acting. Leatherface, like I mean, we bring up all of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Oh, we wouldn't have got the Christian Bale. That's sound foolish.
Man, if y'all would have put him in prosthetics, he'd have been.
That doesn't make any sense.
You know, like to the top.
Right, I think it would have elevated his performance.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He'd have been like, so this is who I'm supposed to be.
Right, I gotta be this. Okay, like shit. This.
Let me dig deep for this one.
He probably didn't even know who he was playing.
Right.
And he
Probably didn't
probably
even
getting
know the
shit.
character.
He probably getting shit, hate mail, and man, you fucked the character up. He don't even know that I'm like, I think they did him a disservice. I wish I need people, and I forgot who I was saying this to. It was one of my friends at work, but I was like, we have these YouTube channels, like these people, and they scared of them. They scared of people like us who would ask them because we don't belong to a, what I'm saying, something,
A specific community, right?
and I was like, man, if Kevin Feige or whoever could sit down on such and such show and let them really ask the real questions. You know what I'm saying? Not the, oh, you going to Variety or you going to the Hollywood Reporter.
Right. They're gonna ask you the cushy questions.
Nah.
We want to know what your thought process is.
Yeah.
Why you doing what you're doing.
And I you know what I'm saying? I know some questions
aren't going to be answered,
aren't
right?
going to be answered, or probably I ain't gonna ask that question, but some shit like that whole fucking why I'm like, Kevin, why the fuck you say that dumb shit? Like I would say that. Like, why you say that dumb shit? Like that was the dumbest. That was a dumb, man.
Right.
Just don't do that. Don't do that again. Don't do it again. You got one more warning.
Not one more warning.
You got one more warning. Okay? Well, we're gonna find a new Kevin Feige because you're just saying some dumb shit now, man. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up, see what you had thought about it, man. Because I was actually just gonna do an individual video on it and just kind of just bagging on Kevin Feige because I just think that's the dumbest shit in the world to say that. Like, imagine, because I can keep going. Just imagine, hell, Taika Waititi being Korg, right?
Right.
Or Mark, you know what? Prime is Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo does not want to be the Hulk. That's why we keep getting more Bruce Banner than the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Look how that character is suffering, right? That character suffering. What's another one who has to wear like prosthetics? Star Wars or Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if the dude playing Worf didn't put on his prosthetics, or the Twilings in Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like they appearance matters as to why they are alien. Like Gore the God Butcher was a dude. That's it. He was just a dude. It was Christian Bale. That wasn't Gore the God. That was Christian Bale.
Right.
I just watched Thor beat the shit out of Christian Bale. I didn't watch him beat up Gore the God Butcher. I watched him beat the shit out of Christian Bale. We got more Batman. Him, you know what I'm saying? Christian Bale being, come on, Marvel. Why did you waste this dude? That was an easy payday for him. He was like, oh, I just need to show up and do what? Put on a white robe? Right. Oh, okay, cool, shit. I can do that.
Easy fucking come up.
It's easy money. How much you paying me? How much is Tessa Thompson get?
Not as much as Christian Bale.
Crickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is too much fucking. Shut up, man. They get on my nerves, man. They just get on my nerves. Because I think Marvel, they truly believe that they're invincible. I think they truly believe that they just got all this fanfare. And
right.
You're losing a lot of people. A lot of these shows ain't. I'm sorry, She-Hulk is not hit. It ain't working. It's not. She-Hulk ain't working. You can throw Megan Thee Stallion in there, Nicki Minaj. You can go and get Lil Kim. Hell, you can make them all do a track together on an episode, and the song fire, and the shit still wouldn't work.
It still wouldn't work. It still would be trash.
Like it just ain't.
And people would still find something to complain about.
Right. It's the show is not working. It's not working. And this isn't one of those Miss Marvel situations. No, this show just ain't working.
It just ain't working.
Just ain't working. I don't see nobody, ain't nobody even really talking about the actual show itself. The gimmicks, yeah.
Yeah.
But the show itself?
The sales tactics, yeah.
Nah. Nope. At least, like I said, at least with Miss Marvel, people did actually talk about the show. Monica, what up? People did actually talk about the show.
Right.
Nobody's because it's nothing in it. It's nothing in it. Yeah.
It's all social. No justice.
Yep. Nothing in it. But I'm done, man. What y'all got?
I'm good.
Me too.
You good, Mika? You good,
Me
Cole?
too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Anybody? What's up next for you? I start. What's up next for you, Kobe? I know you got to play.
Got some other stuff going. I got some stuff I'm gonna try to look into. I'm gonna try to write here pretty soon, man. I'm gonna try to get some stuff wrote. I had a really good idea today, so
Hope you
I'm
wrote it
gonna try to
down,
get.
man. I be having
Oh,
ideas and then don't write them
right,
down. I'm like, shit. I bet it was dope too. You know what I'm
right. I got it. Oh yeah, and this is something I think that it could be good.
saying? Okay. What about you, Mika? What you got? I heard you was like hosting the no?
No.
No?
Hosting nothing.
Oh, my bad. I thought thought you had a hosting gig. Source Awards or something like that? No?
No.
Do they even still do the Source Awards?
Hell no, they don't still do the Source Awards. It became the BET Awards.
Oh man. You not hosting that?
Mm-mm.
You
Not
you
this
know
year.
DMX died, right? You do know that.
What? Oh my god. I didn't know. I
Hey, she foolish, man. She foolish.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she is.
She foolish. I don't, what she like?
Where the fuck you been at? Like,
a drug-induced coma that apparently.
right.
That was only like the biggest. At
Wait a
least
minute.
for
Hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on. Wait a minute. Wasn't her brother in charge of DMX at one time?
What? That's her
Yes.
cousin. Yeah, that's her
Her
cousin.
cousin. That's right,
Yeah.
cousin. But still,
Like
But he said that
nobody texted you and said DMX died. Nobody
like a
called
whole
you and said,
like a whole
"Hey,
year and a half later though.
like, hey, did you hear that DMX died?" Because and you were on social media at the time. So how did you miss that?
Not only that, you was like one of the biggest video. You know what I'm saying? During his time, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody would have said, "Girl, DMX gone."
Like somebody sent you a text, but I know somebody sent you a text and said X is gone, and you
Or
probably
you
was
just
like,
opened your phone and saw that it said DMX died. You know
I
what
know
I'm saying?
TMZ said something about it. They had. I know they did.
"You worked for Fox News, for God's sakes."
Oh man, yeah, she did work for Fox News. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, salute to Stacey Dash. Somebody help her, man.
Right. Somebody
help
point her in the right direction.
please.
Please.
Somebody.
Somebody
I mean,
said,
how did that happen with Stacey? That's what we need a documentary on Stacey Dash. Or what did it, unsung or something? We need one of those.
"Oh yeah, we do need an unsung on
Yeah.
Stacey Dash."
We need an unsung on Stacey Dash.
What VH1 used to call it behind the music, but she ain't
Behind
do
the
music.
but
It's just
right.
like
She ain't done
behind
no
the
music.
actor.
Behind the movie or something. I don't know. Like, what happened? You went from
Clueless to
Well, not
clueless.
before Clueless. She was in movie.
That
Remember?
was
Y'all
Clueless is real
remember
now.
moving? Y'all remember moving with Richard
Yeah, I
Pryor?
remember moving.
She was. That's where I remember first seeing her at moving.
I mean, but she came to be a big star because of Clueless.
Right.
Right.
So Clueless
So she definitely went from being clueless
To being
to
clueless for
being
real.
clueless for real.
she was
Like,
even in the TV show, right?
Yeah, she was.
Her and what you call it was the only originals.
yeah,
Her
they couldn't get they
Brittany
couldn't get
Murphy and
Alicia, they couldn't get Alicia
Silverstone.
Silverstone for the TV show because her career
She was
blew
too
up
big.
because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They Brittany Murphy wasn't in it either, too, right?
Her career
She got
blew
big
up too.
too.
Yep.
Yep.
They were
That
the
was
only
right
two that
before
blew
King of the
up
Hill.
for it.
I wonder if she knows that Brittany Murphy is no longer with us.
Ooh, don't let her know that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't
man,
tell her that. Shoot.
That's wild.
She might try to kill herself.
She might just go off the. I
It'd
seen
be a shame
somebody.
if she find out what happened to Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? I seen somebody say when the Queen had died, somebody notified Stacey Dash and let her know.
Hell no. Somebody notify her ass and let her
You
know.
know that's gonna be a running joke. You know that's gonna be a running joke every time somebody
Every
passes,
time
right?
somebody die, man. How did
Somebody
she
big
not
passes.
know?
Like they gonna like make sure you tag Stacey Dash in it. So
Right.
That's weird. If she get on here a year from now, you know what? I'm done with Stacey Dash, man. I'm done.
So,
I'm
we
done with
all are
yeah,
okay
me
at this point.
fucking Stacey Dash, man. Oh man, you know what? That's the Kanye effect, man. Now that I think about it, she was in the All Falls Down
all falls
video.
down. Yep.
There it is, man.
Got on the plane and never returned.
Never return. Never return, man. Never return.
That was the last time we saw the black Stacey Dash.
Mhm.
That might have been the last time we saw the black Kanye too.
Eh. Agreed.
Right.
Could be. I don't know. Shout out to both of them, man. Nothing but love and prosper blessings for them. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever drugs you're using, stop.
But yeah, whatever they smoking or taking, just stop that. Stop that.
Just stop it, right? Just
Just,
stop.
right, just cold turkey.
Stop that.
Somebody take it away from them. Don't let them do it no more.
I don't have nothing big coming up, Kobe. I still got to send you those. I've been so busy, man. I got to send you those tickets. A matter of fact, I'm gonna put them in my car now after I'm
Cool.
done, so I can do that. But just other than that play, shout out to Herb Robinson. That's the dude who been writing all these plays, man. He keep us busy, dog. Like I don't think he stopped writing. He's in the play. He learns his lines. He writes. Salute to that dude, man. That's all I got to
Right.
say.
Real,
That
shut
dude
up.
is killing. And he was like he liked the team that he got, so he just keep us keep us working.
That's what's
So
up.
salute to him, man. But I'm trying to get into they're doing reshoots. What movie? I know I was just talking shit about Marvel. Now I'm talking about they're doing reshoots and they need some act.
Right.
I'm gonna try to get in some of these reshoots. I think it was Black Panther and it was another movie that they're doing reshoots, either movie or TV show. I can't think of it right now. But that's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to stay working, build this
Of
Blues
course.
House platform, and grow, man, and help
I
y'all
feel
grow.
that.
We all help each other grow,
Right.
stuff like that. So that's it. So like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You see the banner down there floating, you know where to hit me up at $Blueminati or buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. You ain't gotta go home, man, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Take it easy. Be safe.
And we're out.
We out. Peace.